Listen, all that negative energy that you put in the air, take it out right now.
Carr across the middle finds Renfro. They get out of there, and the ball comes. They got me down.
To me, when you look at it, it's just absolutely stacked.
Back up! Back up! Waller across.
Take a seat.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Mullen.
The boy grew up.
Snap good, hold good, and victory in overtime for the Raiders.
Yo, salute. What it do? What's good, Raider Nation? Your boy Dirty Raiders back in the building once again, chilling in the lair. Tonight we are going to speak on the preview of the Arizona Cardinals versus our Las Vegas Raiders coming up Sunday. I am past what took place on Sunday. I am moving forward. I am looking ahead. I'm not going to sit here and you know, just cry and bitch over what I can't even change. You know what I mean? I've spoke my piece on it for the last 2 days. I've said what I've had to say. And next time we see him, hopefully, you know what I mean, it's a 100% full different outcome. You know what I mean? I've been working on something in the background, a little short version of a film I have coming out. I do have a film dropping tonight. My Day with Raider Nation is what it's called. It will drop tonight. But here's just a small little sample size of what it is to come. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time, man, is greatly appreciated. For real, ladies and gentlemen. I can't thank you guys enough for being here and showing the love that you guys show. And in this film that I'm actually getting ready to show, you know, I'm showing the love back. You know what I mean? I'm showing the love back. I was showing a lot of love on Sunday, and this is just the few people that, you know what I mean, I had the pleasure of just really hanging out with, and I just want to say thank you to them. You know what I mean? Most definitely thank you, because it was a ball hanging out with them, man. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, my day with the Raider Nation. Yo, salute. Hey, Ozzy, my boy, what's good with you, man? Raiders down under? Yeah, I know what that's for, man. Greatly appreciate it, bro. Been waiting on you, but I guess that shit equates $25. I'm assuming. That's how I look at it. Our picture better be on there. Which one? Nah, this was just from this was just this Sunday. The Atalanto show hasn't been completely dissected and everything just yet. Six, but this was just from Sunday. I didn't see you Sunday, man. I didn't see you at the game, brother. But salute to everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I got a special guest backstage, my co-host for the evening, one of my co-hosts for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Also a brother I had a chance to meet in person on Sunday. Proud to call this guy a good friend. We broke bread. We went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. We went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. We hung out all day. We drank, we smoked, we partied, and we had a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, representing that Fresno, California, Central Valley, California, slowly becoming the gaming king, you know.
There in the end. Gee, what a season for the Raiders.
Yeah, considering everything that they went through, right? From the John Gruden things to the Henry Ruggs to the players with the gun
playing Call of Duty.
Playing Call of Duty.
Either, but they're not even close to being the best team in their division. They're a wild card team at best.
If Derek Carr is not the quarterback of the Raiders, they're not here.
Kind of remake their roster a little bit here today. They matched Chandler Jones with Max Crosby. They had Rocky Sin in the secondary. They lose Yannick Ngakoue.
Devontae Adams, in a massive move here, MJ, is headed to the Las Vegas Raiders.
Quick flight. Go, man. Great year. NFL star, NBA star. Charles Woodson jersey up the top, so it's been documented forever. So I guess you could say it's meant to
What happened, bro?
What happened?
Rolling blackout.
No shit.
Oh, okay.
Rolling blackout, bro.
I was thinking about that shit. I was like, maybe it was blackout or some shit.
Yeah. What up, man? How y'all doing? Sorry about that. I had 40-something people watching until then, man. I was moving on up. I was moving on up. I gotta wait for the internet to come back up for the computer.
Okay.
All right.
Man, so appreciate y'all being here for sure. Man, it was great hanging out with y'all on Sunday. I know this is ghetto fuck the way I'm running my show right now. Hopefully everything is back up in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Man, sorry. Shit. I had my computer stuff in front of me. I gotta wait for that shit to boot up. But let's just jump right into what we coming into, man, which is our Sunday game against the Arizona Cardinals, right?
Hold on. Before we do that, bro, can we tell the story, Doc?
What story?
Willie's son. Gabe, Doc. Can we tell the story?
So you know what? I got
Willie's son.
I got the man in question here anyway. We'll let him tell his story of how he had us almost down 3 Charger fans.
Allegedly, this was all allegedly. We're gonna tell a story time right now.
There's no allegedness to it. It's on tape. It's on film.
It's on tape.
It's on film.
Oh my god, that shit was hilarious.
Gabe tried to get us into some shit with some Charger fans, and we was getting ready to mop up 3 people with 30 people. Like it was about to be bad.
That shit was
It was just fucking too much, man. It was just like they started talking shit, and then it was on from there, and then fool said, "Why you walking away?"
And I was like, "Oh shit!"
I said, "What?" So I had to start, walking in that direction, and fuck, dog, that shit was pretty crazy.
When you said that shit,
I'll be right back. My shit just came back up. I'll be right back.
Motherfucker put me in relevant in the old city, you know what I mean?
That shit was funny, bro. Like, I was dying laughing. I was laughing all the way home with that shit. Like, fucking Gabe, bro.
Bro. So, yeah, man. Gabe's raging out there. You know what I mean? But Gabe was trying to walk away. You know?
Oh, he was? Yeah, for sure.
Oh, boy tried to call him out like Gabe was a punk or something. So Gabe walked back. See, he walked slow, too. It wasn't even like a rush. He walked back slow like, all right, man. So, all right, what are we doing? What are we doing?
And then we all walked, and I kind of got in front of Gabe and stuff like that. And then I turned around. The guy kept on talking shit. I just heard him and shit. And that's my move, bro. Like, I'll get in the middle and just bow. I'll fucking pop something in his mouth. That's my mentality. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you can give up whatever. So that's why I told Gabe after the fact. But then I turned around and dude, I was like, "Is that it or what?"
It's funny because
I turned back around. There was like 30 motherfuckers. I was like, "Oh
boy was talking shit, right?" And his brother came up, and his brother was like, "Hey man," and he was talking to Gabe. He was like, "Hey man, he drunk, bro. He drunk, man. You know what I mean? He drunk. So, old boy, he make his way to me. He's like, nah, fuck that. I said, hey, man, don't keep walking up, bro. He's like, what? I said, bro, you walk up. If you get knocked out, bro, that's on you. You walked up, right? And he's like, nah, man, but I said, bro, go your way. I could see his girl over there like this. She's behind the other dude that was with him because it was 2 dudes. So she's behind the other dude like, get him. Just get him, just grab him, and just. I was like, bro, that shit was hilarious.
Hey, Gabe, what about the guy next to us with the fucking cigarette?
Oh,
the
my brother.
Vape pen? Hey, we're standing watching the game.
My brother goes over there and gives him a fucking cigarette. He's like, here, dog, and then so the guy goes and fucking lights the cigarette right by security and shit. Like, no, you're not even smoking in there.
Dude was standing next to us, right? When I'm watching the game, and like, I don't know, I was watching him and shit like that. So dude was vaping. and a little Mexican lady, I don't know, Mexican, black, whatever. She had walked by, and she seen it, and she just grabbed the vape out of his hand and just fucking went like that and just fucking took. You're not supposed to have this shit. It's like, man, that's my shit. Whatever, or not, right? And so all that shit started happening, and then that's when security came, and it was funny, dude. Dude was there, like the whole fucking squad came, bro. That shit was funny.
That fucking
nosy ass people, man, getting involved in shit they don't have nothing to do with, man. Nosy ass.
I was watching my back, bro. I was making sure shit didn't go down so I can move.
Hey, as I said, I think I'm a scary individual, bro. For some reason, people feel like I'm a scary individual, and I'm not, bro. I'm really not. I'm a nice guy, but I don't think people see it that way. Oh well. Whatever. If it keeps you from walking up on me, it keeps you from walking up on me. That's fine with me. I got no issue with that. I'm short. I'm chubby. And I ain't that fast. I'm short, chubby, and I ain't that fast, and I'm usually high 90% of the time. So I'm a really nice guy, man. I'm a really nice guy, bro.
But overall, like with you guys, man, I had a good ass time. You know what I'm saying? It was dope as fuck, bro.
I had a blast, bro. It was a great time out there with the nation, man. They really know how to party. They know how to get down. As I said, salute to some of the Charger fans out there that kept it cordial and cool.
Yeah, they were cool too. You know what I mean? They stood the ground.
Super cool, bro. So shouts out to them, man. They kept it cool. You know what I mean? Cordial. They can't tailgate for shit. They can't tailgate for shit, bro. I'll tell you that right now. Charger fans got a lot to learn about tailgating. They can't tailgate for shit. And you'll see it in the video later tonight when it drops. I will tell you it is a 36-minute long video because that's the short version. That's the edited down short version. I didn't want to leave anybody out, but I also didn't want to play everything. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, shouts out to Raider Singh and the Punjabi Nation from Oakland.
Hey, that shit was dope.
That shit was dope. Brody is super cool. His family, his friends, they super cool. They in the video that will drop tonight, man.
Nice.
Hey, One Nation. Hey, if you was out there, bro, I was out there too. I seen them, man, and hey, they really get down. Brody really play that drum, man. You know what I mean? He really played that drum. They bring that Oakland feel back to the parking lot, man. So shouts out to Raider Singh, man. Good people's over there, real good people's over there, man. Had a chance to sit and talk to him for a minute. We're gonna do something, man. We definitely gonna do something. Other than that, man, look, had a ball, had a blast. Shouts out to Raider Goon once again for making it possible for me and Lowe to get into the stadium, man. So, you know what I mean? Appreciate him for sure. Gabe, his brother-in-law, his other brother-in-law, you know what I mean? We had
yeah, man. Your nephews and shit, yeah, they were having a fucking blast. That shit was cool.
Hey, I'll tell you, half of Gabe's family was in there, man. Every time we went somewhere, he was like, hey, my cousin over here, my nephew over here, my brother over here.
Yeah, for real, yeah.
Arkham, dude, shout out to you, man. It was great meeting
Arkham
you too. Thank you for the Jungle Juice. Your family was great people's, man, and that's why they made the footage. I don't know if you just saw it, but that's why they made the footage, man, because they was good people. So shouts out.
Me and Arkham were bullshitting, right? And gave me and Gabe water, right? We had split a fucking water. We're dying. We're fucking dying this shit, right? So we were sitting bullshitting. I was like, hey, bro, where you been at? I was telling Arkham, right? I was like, where you been at, bro? Like, oh man, I'm over here trying to, get my house, whatever. Like, bro, what are you doing, man? Don't be doing that shit. Where will you work? Like, what are you trying to do? You trying to buy nice stuff? What's wrong with you, bro?
What's that nice shit, bro?
Man, where do they do that?
Nobody need that shit.
Over here, I want to buy water. I want to have water, running water. This guy, no. Nah. But hey, it was good seeing him though. Yeah, good dude. Cool. Him and his family were good people right there.
Man, yeah, they was good. They was good people, man. They was definitely good people. Nobody want no Rolls Royce, nigga. Nobody want no goddamn Rolls Royce.
Have a new car? What's wrong with you? These shoes are used,
man. Hey, Arkham. I don't remember the dude that was with you and the girl, but she was trying to get me fucked up on that brown bottle, bro. And I was like, no, no, I am good. I'm high as a kite. I just had Roscoe's. It's hot as fuck. I'm good.
Yep.
That jungle juice. Yeah, I was nice. But man, we'll come back to some more of that, you know what I mean? But let's get into the Arizona Cardinal Raider game preview that's coming up. I was looking at some footage today of the Arizona game against Denver, right? And I was looking at that, and I'm going to be 100% honest. I hope, because look, that defensive line for Kansas City, it didn't look all that great. It didn't look all that fabulous. I think we have a better defensive line. You know what I mean? They weren't able to get a whole lot of pressure. You know what I mean? They weren't allowed to get a whole lot of pressure on Kyler Murray, but at the same time, that offensive line, that was that dark Patron, man. It was that brown bottle Patron, man. That shit, no. But I was taking a look at it, and that offensive line, it looked decent, but it also looks suspect when it comes to that running game, right? I think that we have a better defensive front than Kansas City. So I'm thinking that hopefully that defensive line can get a little bit more pressure, shut down some of them lanes that Kyler is looking to run in. But the kid can also throw the ball, right? Kid can also, he plays quarterback, so the kid can also throw the ball. So if they don't get any pressure up front, it's going to be real hard for our defensive backs to really stay with some of these wide receivers that don't really run these like real crazy technical routes. You know what I mean? They run that simple basic shit. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to really stretch the field. I'm just trying to go, find a zone, sit down in it, catch the ball, and go. Right? At least that's what I saw on the film. And I didn't see the whole film because I literally just watched highlights. It's kind of hard to watch a whole game. I had some other things that was going on. But I kind of just watched really like the highlights and things of that nature, sacks. I definitely saw where Kansas City opened up with a nice sack in the first drive. There was no blocking on the outside. I think whoever's out there, be it Chandler Jones, Max Crosby, Jonathan Abram, whoever's blitzing, they should be able to get to the quarterback no problem. Because there's not a lot of protection outside of his line, really. I mean, his tight end is there. He's not a real blocker. He's a more chip block. Go out, set up for an underneath pass route somewhere.
What tight end you talking about?
Huh?
Talking about Ertz?
Ertz. Ertz, because Ertz is getting old.
Yeah, Ertz is hurt right now too.
Yeah, but who was the tight end they had on Sunday?
I haven't even watched not one film.
The tight end that they had in on Sunday, who got sick of weed? I don't know who got sick of weed.
Always got sick of weed. Always.
But whatever that tight end was, he didn't do a whole lot of blocking. You know what I mean? He did a lot of chip sets, looking for underneath routes. That's really kind of where I saw him. He wasn't really stretching the field, going down the field or anything like that. He's more of a safety blanket just in case, right? Even if, say Kyler Murray set up to run out of the field. You know what I mean? Running out of the backfield. There was a tight end there that could block for him down the field. You know, so I don't know what our defense is technically going to be this week, but whatever it is they so happen to have planned, it needs to be sending some blitzes. I said all of that to get to the point that this O-line can't pick up blitzes. You know what I mean? I know I went around the block, but this O-line is not that good at picking up blitzes, especially on the outside.
But you know what our defense is not good at? At the moment?
Blitzes?
Pretty much.
But I think that was just Sunday.
Yeah, it's because what's his name is rated, I guess, I think he's rated number 1 against the blitz of Herbert. So I think that's why they kind of held back from blitzing, you know what I mean? To try to, because they knew that dude shreds up the blitz, but as you can see, that dude fucking shreds up even when you blitz or you don't blitz. So it's pick your poison pretty much for them.
We sent that all-out blitz, and what did he do? He dumped it right over to the fullback that walked into the end zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't do an all-out blitz on them. I mean,
just saying. What up, Jay? What's good with you, man? Fatigue, what's good? Raider pimping ain't easy. Salute. Raider Wade, what's good? Terrence, everybody, man. If I forgot to mention anybody, man, salute to you. Appreciate you being here.
But I was going back into the defense that what we seen, bro. When we were sitting there watching it, they just looked on their heels, bro. I didn't see nothing great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Nate Hobbs was flying around the ball, obviously, but I didn't see anything, bro. I didn't see the disguised blitzes or anything. I seen the all out, but it's dude, you're not gonna go you don't go all out on a quarterback like that. You go all out on fucking Mills or somebody, you know what I mean? Maybe even Wentz, but you know what I mean? But yeah, Herbert, I just didn't see it. So that's what scares me a little bit, because the simple fact is, bro, this defense didn't gel together when they weren't fucking facing a mobile quarterback, and they didn't blitz. So now they're gonna blitz on a mobile quarterback, bro. That's gonna be It's Graham better do something. He better do something, bro.
Man,
they still scored. How many points they scored? 27 points.
24.
24. Well, yeah, 24. It's still 24 points.
Still 24 points. Points is points, regardless of how many it is. If you're scoring, you're scoring. Now, is our defense good enough to pitch a shutout? Nah, they're not. Are they good enough to play a caliber of football that is unexpected of them? Yes, they are. They are. They showed that in the later half of the fourth quarter for Sunday's game. Everybody keeps telling me they played a great game all the way through. Bro, I didn't see it, and I was in the stadium. I didn't see it. And it sure didn't feel like it in the stadium.
It looked mediocre.
It looked mediocre up until the fourth quarter, where we actually had some shutdowns. I'm being honest. The first 3 quarters of football weren't that great for the defense. Fourth quarter got better. Now I'm hoping that they bring that fourth quarter into the first quarter of this game and then excel from there. That's what I would like to see. You know what I mean? Bring that fourth quarter play from last week into this Sunday's game and excel from there. Because the reality is they weren't ready. And it took them 3 quarters of football to actually get ready and play together. Now I know we had some key injuries early and things of that nature, and you know what I mean, that's cool. Shit happens. But yet and still, that is no excuse for your starting defense to come out and play the way they did to open the game. And they continued to play that way through the whole first half. So a few key plays don't outweigh a whole lot of terrible plays that put us in some horrible predicaments. Right? So the offense is the one that should have just did not come out clicking at all. They shit the bed. So this week, as we transfer to the other side of the ball, this week, because we're going to go back to the defense because we got some players that come up from the practice squad that we need to talk about. You know what I mean? What kind of sets and things of that nature is going to work against this offense that we're going to face. But let's just roll over to the other side of the ball real quick.
Excuse me.
Damn.
Salute Buddha, salute Ja Raider.
That motherfucker had no Cadillac converter.
Salute Robert Pena, salute. What's good with you, man? I'm saluting people as I see their names pop up. One Nation. Salute. This offensive side of the ball, man, we were expecting a whole lot more than what the fuck we got. I know everybody's happy to have Devontae and all of that. You know what I mean? I am too. I'm not getting ready to shit on him. But then we got some other players that can catch and run.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with you.
I believe we do, right? Like, we got some running backs. We kept 5 of them.
Dula.
You gonna tell me we only fucking ran 2 of them? You kept 5. You only fucking played 2? What the fuck? And then you only ran the ball 13 times.
I don't want to. Okay, I'm not. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I'm just gonna watch next week.
Did Foster Moreau even get a catch?
Foster Moreau was he even on the field?
I seen him on the field, but
he was on the field.
Nah, I seen him. Yeah.
But I don't know if he had any targets.
No,
he did not.
Renfro had very little bit. Fucking. I mean, Waller had some, but it was like far in between. It was mostly just.
He didn't do too bad. You know
he
what I mean?
Because the ones that he did get were like kind of like long gains because he had like 5 catches for like 79 yards. He had most of them on like 2 big catches. But fuck, man. They just need to spread out the ball more, like consistently, and leave the defense guessing. You know what I mean? So that way, because it was more like that's why they were like kind of like zoning in on Adams because at some point they were just forcing the ball to Adams for that interception.
I was big on when they started running the ball, I was like, okay, cool. I was thinking like, time possession. I was like all off season this whole time. I was like, okay, their offense, time of possession. They keep the fucking ball. They move it. You know what I mean? They run here. They'll run stunt. Whatever the fuck they do, they just run whatever they have to run. But it's like they push the ball where they need it to be and score when they need to be. You know what I mean? Their 2-minute offense, our 2-minute offense actually was working way better than what this one did this time. You know what I mean? But I think it's just growing pains. I think we're going to be all right. It's just, we're going to be fine, bro. I'm not even tripping. I think personally, it's all going to work. We just have to fucking be a little bit patient. Once they start clicking, somebody said something about like maybe next year. Nah, we'll be good by. So we'll be pretty much on a roll by week 5.
I can see us getting back on board this week. I feel like this could be a tune-up game. You know what I mean? I feel like we can go in there, make some noise, do some things, strange for a piece of change, make them holler for $1. You know what I mean? Fuck for $1. We're strange for a piece of change. But I see where it could be a possibility to make that happen, right? And get that done. That would be a phenomenal, fabulous thing. I think we all can agree that would be tremendous. But
I think the biggest. Go ahead. I'm sorry, brother.
It's going to be really hard to win a game targeting only one person. Captain Jack, what's good with you, man?
Brother,
salute to you, Cap. I do. I am very sorry we did not get a chance to catch up with you while you were at the stadium. I definitely was moving and grooving, and I know you were moving and grooving as well. You know what I mean? There was a lot of shit to cover. You know, I was out there to work before the game, so I do apologize for not being able to catch up with you. But next time you're here, I will. Or actually, I think I might catch you in Vegas, man. Might catch you in Vegas, or if you go to the Saints game, I might be there too. Find out. But salute the Cap, for real, for real. Good guy.
Yeah.
He called me too. He called me and let me know he was in town. He told me, he said, "Hey, I'm out here." You know what I mean? I didn't want to come to your town without calling you and letting you know I was here. So I appreciate Cap for that. Seriously. Also, what were we talking about?
It's that weed. It's that weed.
It be that herb, bro.
Weed out.
What were we talking about now?
Fuck, what were we talking about?
Rewind.
You going back?
Let me see. I'm live. Let me go back and watch my show. No,
let me go back. Hey, I was gonna say we have kind of a leg up because right now there's a lot of Cardinal players that are down, including one, if not the same, offensive lineman, Rodney Hudson, J.J. Watt, Mullen. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that guy's going to be running around. We got to be prepared for that.
So apparently Cap ran into some asshole cops. I don't know what they did to you. You let me know, Cap, but every cop I saw was actually pretty cool. It was actually pretty cool. I walked right by a cop with a joint. And he was
no one saying shit.
He just looked at me and was like, I said, yep. Have a nice day, sir. And he had to play the tacos. He wasn't tripping. He had to play the tacos, bro. He was not tripping.
The county's cops at the stadium. These are the ones inside the stadium.
Oh, he's talking about the ticket takers. He's talking about the ticket takers. Yeah, some of them ticket takers were dicks.
Yeah.
But
like the ones with the green vest, the ones that were inside, remember the ones that they trying to take the ones that shit from that one dude with the vape. Those people probably.
Yeah, so what we were saying was our offensive play, right? Having too many weapons and not using them. We didn't utilize anything, and I don't know if that was due. I was gonna ask this question. Do you guys think the Chargers defense is just that good that they shut everything down? Or did we just play that god awful that we allowed it to be shut down?
We had 5 turnovers, bro.
To be honest, I don't even think it was that awful. I think it was like 3 throws. Because imagine he makes those throws. Just he makes those 3 throws. Is a total different ballgame.
Yep.
You know what I mean, it's just like it was just a couple of bad fucking throws like that one, especially the one in the first drive where if he just puts it on his body, it's a touchdown. You know what I mean, to Waller. I mean, if you don't throw it behind him. and that's 4 points extra right there. And it's just like a couple little plays. That's why the football's like they say, man, a game of fucking inches, because it's like it's the truth, man. Like fucking couple plays, if Devontae comes back to the ball, he draws a fucking pass interference, and that's maybe more points. So it's just I think we were in a good position at the end, how being on the bad end of those type of plays. You know what I mean? For being on all of the bad end fucking plays, pretty much of the whole game. Yeah. But we were still in the position at the end, to win. So I think that shit's like that won't happen again. I think for sure. I think he'll make those plays because he's known to make them. It's not like it's like that's a reoccurring theme.
Ladies and gentlemen, got a special guest backstage. As you guys know, I love this guy, man. Him and OG, I've watched them for so long, bro. I love their shows. They're historians of the game. A really good dude, man. I've met him in person before. I didn't get the chance to go and hang out with him this time, but because I'm starting to take this YouTube thing a little bit more serious and content creation. And as I said, I was there for work. I knew I was supposed to do some vlogs and some lives and things of that nature, but that reception over there is god awful. It's terrible. So that prohibited me, and that's why I had to do a whole film about it. And ladies and gentlemen, I didn't get a chance to meet him, but I always enjoy talking to him whenever I get the chance to talk to him, because I don't just talk to him on camera. I talk to him off camera as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the man you see on commercial breaks, Mr. Captain Jack Rack. What's up, Cap?
Cap.
Gentlemen, first off, I apologize for disrupting your flow. I mean, truly, I just, I was in here doing some things. I said, Dirty's on. So let me at least give props, okay? Because again, I apologize for doing the flow, and then it's like, dude, man. And I was like, what the fuck were we talking about, man? I'm sorry.
Hey, it's cool, brother. We're here.
But apologies, but no. For those that were wondering, and I kind of said this, it was the brown shirts, and when I say brown shirts, I'm going to go back in history. I'm going to bore you for about for me, what would be 30 seconds, probably about 2 minutes for y'all. So this is a Captain Jack story, okay? In history, the brown shirts were the Nazis of like the 1933 to 35 era, and they were the real asshole Nazis and whatnot. And I'm not trying to make it super political, but it is. But the brown shirts at SoFi are the fucking sheriffs, okay, for the analogy, okay? And I'm sure that they're good cops, but when they are there in that capacity, and I'm all about the cops. I am a blue. I'm one of those old fuckers, get off my lawn, and the cops, unless they're fucking with you, for the most part, I'm pro cop. So again, if you don't like me for that, I apologize. But these motherfuckers. Oh, and that's another thing. I can actually cuss on this show.
Yeah.
Okay. These motherfuckers.
It's included. Like, it's enforced.
I'm sorry, what?
I said it's enforced.
It's enforced. I go in there and I have trouble with my tickets. So I go to the box office and finally get my tickets. So I'm in there. I've even detached from my group. I was with Hollywood and a bunch of other people. So I'm detached. Me and the gorgeous lady who has an arthritis problem, that we were on TV together. She has an arthritis problem. You know what I'm saying? An arthritis problem.
Yeah.
I'll have the same arthritis problem this weekend. But that's the, anyway. And by the way, for everybody's, the young lady is married. There is nothing going on. It is just a beautiful gal that I get a chance to spend game time with. So I don't want to hear anything negative, nasty. I'm putting it out there right now. Friends only. Now, maybe other games in the future, but for these two, for sure, nothing going on. I'm making sure y'all know that shit. Okay. Just because she has an arthritis problem does not mean anything other than arthritis. Okay. Anyway, point being, so I go in the gate, and I have my clear bag, but I also have my my pirate bag, little pirate bag. And a guy like accosted me on that. He said, and I'm like, dude, it has like stickers and patches and cards for the kid. It's all charity shit, you know, and it's nothing. And the guy said, oh yeah, okay, medical stuff, gotcha. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, cool, medical stuff, yeah, whatever. So I'm walking in, and of course, when I go through the detector, I go off like a nuclear bomb goes off with all of the metal that I got on, right? So I go in there, and then I look over to the right, and this is what I get. You know, when you're going to get fucked when you're starting to get the 3-finger fucking, I'm going to give you a proctology exam shit fingers, right? You know, like the Yahoo. This is going to fuck you. So I go over to see this guy, and this was the dude. You know, he does the big neck stretch, you know, and he's like, sir, we're going to let you in this time. But the next time, you need to lose all that metal. And I'm looking at him like, you got to be fucking kidding me. And I say this, I said, I'm not wearing a mask because I know Gorilla had all of his issues. I'm not wearing face paint. This mug will scare anybody anyway. I don't need any fucking, you know, anything else on top. This is what you get, okay? Except you get the tricorn. So I'll turn my hat around so you can kind of like, you know, get a little bit. You can see like out at that, right? So I looked at him like that, and I'm like, I'm not wearing face paint. I'm not wearing a mask. I've had the same garb for 20 years. And I didn't say fucking years but the fucking was implied. Okay. For 20 years, I've worn the same outfit. And oh, by the way, I am a security officer in the state of Florida, i.e., yeah, Alfredo knows the 3 fingers were brutal. Okay. So I even throw that card. And Dirty, you know what I do for a living? I didn't even throw that card at him. Yeah. I didn't even throw the next card. And Dirty knows what I do for a living. Okay. In the ultimate fuck you.
Yeah. And
I didn't throw that card. I just threw the security officer's card. I say, so what you're telling me is that this is unacceptable. He's like, he kind of gives me the old Georgia sheriff. Yeah. I'm like, and the young lady who has arthritis problems is being, you know, it's like, yeah, yes, officer, yes, officer, yes, officer, because she's a sweetie. But I'm pissed. And that set the tone for the entire visit. So, gentlemen, ladies, mates and wenches, all the people out there, I am telling you this, and I swear to you, I didn't plan on making the Rams trip because it's a Thursday game anyway, and it would have fucked up my vacation time, all the things. So I got to do all the different things to try to get out there. Yours truly, Captain Jack, will never, ever make an appearance at SoFi Stadium unless the following proviso is met. It's a playoff game that the Raiders are playing the Chargers at, or it's a game like the last game of the season we had last year where it is a game where we need to win to get into the playoffs. If it's not one of those two things, I got my SoFi card punched. I've been to Jack Murphy, and I'm old enough to say Jack Murphy because the chick I used to live with was one of the people that first started at Qualcomm, and if she played her money right, she'd be a fucking millionaire. But I don't know. She's a stupid bitch. So I don't even know if she even did that right. Okay. So I got my Jack Murphy card. It's true. I'm sorry. I got my Jack Murphy card. I got the little foods ball stadium, and I'm being facetious on the food. So I know y'all are, foosball fans, but the foosball stadium that they played at for a couple years. So I got that card punched. Now I got my SoFi card punched. Fuck you, and fuck not you three, but the double whammy. Fuck you. Don't need it. It was a lot of money to go out there and get fucked by the airlines. I was like 5 hours late, rolling into my hotel. I was supposed to make an appearance on Friday night at a party. Couldn't do that because I rolled in at like 1:30 at my hotel. Got to my room or at the airport. Got in my room at like 2:30. So that Friday's fucked. Saturday I was late for the charity event. All the people were saying, the kids with cancer and all those events and the people that were out there and everybody was out there and they kept tagging me on those because I was there. I just don't have any pictures to prove it, but I was there. Okay. Not that I have to prove anything, but I'm just saying it would have been nice, because I saw the crew there and the kids were fantastic and the food was good. So the memories were there and it's a great cause, by the way. Kids get cancer too. See Vicky Ginn, see Nikki Snow, Raider, see Janice Smiley, see all those folks. It's good charity. Sorry?
What lot were you in?
I don't know. We were parked in like purple lot next to pink, and we walked over to Thunder Alley because I met a couple people at Thunder Alley. Then we walked over to the next one where most of the Raiders were, and I walked up and down that like 3 times. And then I get the thing on my phone. We can't find your tickets. Well, fuck you. For $2,500, you better fucking find my tickets for 2 tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, and I'm walking out, and I never say no to a picture. But I'm not as happy faced taking pictures when I know I need to get to the fucking thing to get my tickets squared away. Because I don't say no to pictures because I don't want that to say, that motherfucking asshole didn't want to take a picture with me. I don't ever want that to be said. I'll say, yes, please, quickly, things like that. But I saw different people. I didn't get a chance to see y'all, and I apologize that I didn't see you. But like Dirty said, I gave him a call, and he said that, I was going to get the chance. But it wasn't for lack of trying. It was issues, but I won't go back to SoFi. I'll go, and I told Violator this on the show tonight when we did our show. By the way, that's a shameless plug. NFL Nation Live on my channel, after the Wild Wild West show on my channel. Check out my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel, then you're missing out from adages from an old dude.
Now that's crazy.
And I'll stop talking pretty soon because I'm going to talk. Go ahead, sir.
That's crazy because I ran into Violator at the game.
Yeah,
right next to us, standing right
there. Yeah, he was right next to us. Yeah.
So I was shocked that I didn't run into you when I ran into Violator.
Right. Well, that was because I detached because I had to get my tickets fixed out, and I was with Hollywood. We traveled in Hollywood's car, and I was with Hollywood, and but when I detached to get my tickets straightened out, they were on the other side of the stadium. I was on the side of the stadium that Carr tried to throw that little what do you call it? The out pattern that everybody in the stadium knew it was coming to. Yeah. And even I knew it was coming. And I was like, why are you throwing something that even I know is coming? I mean, you can get away with it in college, but at least have some uncertainty there that maybe he'd get the pass. But anyway. But
no, from the angle that I seen it, he had it, but it just caught up in the air.
Like, it was a good.
Devontae had him on
route.
That step.
It was a good route. It was a bad pass.
Yeah,
it was a good route. It was a bad pass, and I was hoping he would have caught it, and then he would have come over because if he would have just caught the ball and moved it a little bit to his left, he would have seen his old pirate in front of him, and said, "Hey, you want a touchdown pass?" I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker, give me the ball."
That would have been nice. That would have been nice.
Yeah, Devontae Adams. I you know what? I'm sure he would have kept the ball, so he wouldn't have offered it because would have been his first touchdown as the Raider. So I'm smoking something if I think I'm getting the ball. and I don't smoke. So, but anyway.
Yeah, play calling was terrible. Real quick.
Horrible. Who we on with? Hey!
Rafael.
El Capitan Rafuccio.
Thanks, guys. Good evening, everybody. So,
what's up, man?
What's up, brother?
very good right here. So this has been a crazy week right here. And, before I was talking about, there's a fun fact right here, because right now, today is September 15th, but 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah, it's September 15th, and you're already in your area, huh? Yep.
Yeah, I have my title right here, because here's a fun fact.
Mexican independence Day.
Well, that was the Mexican independence, but in my point right here, because 5 years ago, it was in September that day, I was getting pumped about my final project right here, and that was the moment that I was graduated as a journalist, and that was the moment that I was getting impact right here, because after all those years, I'm studying college right here, after struggling to do design, and of course being there in radio, television, I was getting pumped, and I was really excited, and I was about to cry, because the final project was 100%, which is 20 points. And wow, what can I say about it? So my project was doing a short documentary about a basketball player, and they loved it. So there's 100%, and I was just like, wow, I really passed it. And that was the moment that I was graduated as a journalist in my hometown, which is Barquisimeto, Venezuela. And that shit was awesome, and I cannot believe that. And what can I say about it? That was really impressive. And I was telling to everybody else in this audience right here, so I cannot describe how this works right here, because it feels awesome. It feels awesome. Because right now, not only had these skills to be a journalist, but also I got the power to do my content right here. And what can I say about it? It feels awesome.
Congratulations, Rafael.
Congratulations, bro. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Congrats.
From one captain to the other, congrats on you. And I'm glad you gave me the segue, because now that you got another captain in here, although of Latino ilk, yeah, I'm gonna let the old guy fucking sleep, because it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I got to go to work.
All right, brother.
You have a good night, man.
Gentlemen, always a pleasure. I will always roll up if given the offer. Have a great show, gentlemen. Thank you again. Power to you. And again, my best is to you. I can't wait to see y'all up front, close and personal. But that's all, folks. I got to go.
All right, brother. Peace.
All right, take care,
Have
guys.
a good evening.
Take care. Be bye.
So,
My guy.
Yes,
sir.
Captain
Captain Jack.
Jack.
Got me
Captain
going,
Jack,
bro.
man. Captain Jack.
That's Captain Jack.
What a cool ass story. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Love Cap. Love Cap. Once again, congratulations to Rafael. It's good shit, man.
Yep.
Cool. Now, let's get back into Sunday's game and what it is we're expecting from this offense. So we talked about the fact that we know DA is going to get his threat. He's going to get the ball, right? Vontae Adams, we already know he's getting the ball.
Yes.
But how do we get DC enough time to be able to see these other targets? Because it's very obvious that Devontae is the first target and everybody else is targets after that, right? So and it's not his gameplay. We definitely know it's not his gameplay. Raider Goon, what's good with you, fam? My dude, salute to you. What's good with you,
Goon
man?
was good, my brother.
Appreciate you, man, for real. In fact, my boy Goon is in the building, man. I'm gonna do this again, man. I'm gonna play the short version of my day with Raider Nation, man. I played the short version of my day with Raider Nation because the 36-minute one just finished. After 3 hours of cooking, it just finished. Yeah, my short version of my day with Raider Nation.
Yeah,
I need to send you some beats, bro. I definitely need to send you some beats, though.
Why, you got a problem with the beat?
No, I'm just saying, you're my brother. I want to send you some beats. I need your email.
Hey, send me some beats. They'll get played just like everybody else who sends beats to me. I don't make beats. Beats get sent, beats get played. That's how it goes.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look it out for my bro, you know. Just saying.
Just saying.
Now,
the 36-minute one that comes out, that's not still photos. That's video. You're gonna enjoy that one. Hey, did y'all see the SC Experience picture, right? Y'all saw SC's picture, right? Hey, that girl that was in the back in the Chargers jersey, she was staring at SC for like 15 minutes. The whole time we were standing there, bro, she was just staring at him, bro. I got it on
man,
film.
I was trying.
She's literally just staring at him, bro.
Oh my god.
Hey, I was talking to SC earlier, bro. I was like, man, remember your brother? Nah, never mind, bro. We'll talk later. I'm not incriminating myself.
That was a family beat. It was a family beat. It was a family beat.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. I got issues, man. I got issues.
It's just fine because you got it. Oh man.
But no.
So you think? So who do you think? I mean, obviously we're gonna fucking. I think it's gonna be a fucking. It's like a slow. I think it's gonna be a slow battle, bro. We're just gonna go back and forth all day long. I don't think we're ready yet. I don't think we're gonna be ready to like probably week 4. I hate to say it.
Hey, look. So I'm gonna tell y'all, the producer of that beat, as always, the same guy who produces all the beats you hear on my channel. That's Black and Grayed Out. Those are his beats. He sends me variations of different things. You know what I mean? I felt that was more family. It felt more like, you know what I mean? That's really the part of the video where I just give a special thanks to the people, you know what I mean, that I really hung out with on the week on that part. But the rest of the video, it got some fire in it. They got some fire in it. So that's all. Y'all can't be upset about that stuff. Knock it off. Anyways, we were talking about the offense, right? And the lack of the spreading of the ball in the first game. And I asked a question. That's what it was. I had asked a question about, was it our lack of playing well together and being ready, or did the Chargers defense really just play that good? You know what I mean? But
I'm about to like what Gabe said. Gabe was basically like he said, it was like what 3-4 plays that would have changed the whole game. So I mean, they were installing some good shit, but yet at the same time, I mean, we have a good team. Our team's overall is good. You know, I'm giving us like we always hyper focus on all the bullshit that went wrong. You know what I'm saying? It was bad, but like ultimately, I mean, still put up numbers. Put a lot more numbers than anything, but we just didn't execute the right way. I don't understand why they keep on taking Josh Jacobs out. Even with the last year, they keep on doing it. He starts cooking and then they pull him out. Is it because he wants to get like? Is he really really injury prone and he just can't go and they're not saying nothing? Or I mean, because it seems like it's like that's all they do.
They just went away from it, dog. They just he was running, and even on that one fucking drive where he's running the ball, he's finally started because at the beginning he was getting 4 yards, and then it started turning into like 6 yards, and then there was a couple of them where he ran for like 8-9 yards, so it was like it kept getting better, but then all of a sudden they go away from it and they go to a fucking trick play. They fucking lose all those fucking yards. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, that just killed all fucking momentum. And when they just should have been running the ball, go to like 2nd and 4, and you're able to open up your playbook on 2nd and 4, dog. Like you're able to run anything because you could run the ball again, you could go play action, or you can maybe if you want, you can force the ball again, maybe DA or Waller or something, but it was just a badass, stupid play call, dog. That reverse.
Yeah. Hey, Stu. What it do, Stu?
I had a question. If I can remember, Stu, I had a question for you. I was really gonna ask something. I was thinking about like if I had a chance. I think it was something along the lines like, you know what I mean, just when you reading like, back when they were playing, when they would read like any kind of articles or anything like that, I was like shitting on them and stuff like that. I mean, obviously it does affect players, I mean, overall, but I don't know, man. I was just thinking about it. It's like, because I mean, if it does affect the players, and then why, and then us doing what we're doing, we should be more of a positive resource than a fucking negative one, because they're already getting shitted on by like ESPN and everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I know we get to them one way or another and shit like that, but you know what I mean. But I think that actually like kind of like fucks with the players' heads. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yes, you can, man. Yes, you can, bro. You are more than welcome to pull up, Stu.
Oh my god.
Link is right there if you want. But no, bro. I'm trying to figure out, ladies and gentlemen, we got the man in the building. He said he was looking for a parking spot. He asked if there was any availabilities. We are valet parking around this piece, ladies and gentlemen. He is number 30 in the program, number 1 in your heart. You know what I mean? One of my favorite players from the old school Raiders. He hits. You know what I mean? He tackles. And he throws his body on the line, ladies and gentlemen. My dude, Mr. Stuart Swaggart. What's up, Stu?
Yo. Hey, thank you. So wait, hold on. What was that question again?
My thing is like, okay, so now I'm starting to do like a little bit more content and stuff like that. I'm trying to be more of a positive, like, like input, like on certain players, you know what I mean? I mean, like, yeah, we can shit on you guys, but like, we don't really want to do that. It's just more of a, kind of a I mean, positive reinforcement, but I mean, players obviously they get to that, and I mean, doesn't it get like fucking annoying? Like after all the same shit over and over and over, isn't it like just like fuck, dude? Like we're over it. Let us just play ball. Like you know what I mean? I mean, does the morale like really like drain the team because of the bullshit that's being out there, or is it like, or is there like certain, you know what I mean? Like
I would say that, I would say this, and I've said this before, that hold these players accountable,
right?
Motherfuck a guy if he deserves being motherfucked. Like, be honest. I think what happens sometimes is the Raider Nation is very passionate, right? That's why I consider the Raider Nation the best fan base, because they invest a lot into the organization, and I would not have realized that until I got on here. But it's almost like either they love somebody or they fucking hate them. There's no in between. And one of the things I always say is don't call a guy trash if he maybe didn't defend a receiver right and the guy caught a pass, because those guys are professionals too. But at the same time, don't wear and watch the game with rose-colored glasses. If a guy's bullshitting, then call the motherfucker out on it. So the only reason that a player would get upset about something or affect the team is if he's getting shit for something he didn't do. But if the fans are getting on him because he's not playing with the way he should, then really who gives a fuck how he feels? He needs to pick up his play. And again, I don't want to get into a whole Derek Carr thing, but he shouldn't be the reason we're losing games.
Exactly. And see, that's what I was getting at, to the point to where it's like, okay,
you gotta be honest. You gotta be honest with yourself.
Right. Yeah, you got to be honest with it, because I mean, yeah, he played like crap. He had a couple bad, throws or whatever, whatnot, and it did affect the game, because that's the game. You know what I mean? But like,
absolutely.
The fact is like, are you saying the level of it is like they're gonna just throw Carr under the bus? Oh, he's going to Devontae Adams. But see, last year when everyone's saying we need to go to Waller, nobody remembers the first game when we played against the Ravens, that we went to him 21 times and he caught the ball like 18, 19 times and put up numbers, because that was our only really number one option. So now we have all these different players, and of course he's going to go to him because that's what we wanted. And now he's getting shit about it because he did it too much. It's fucking crazy.
Because he didn't.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
What was it? He had what? How many times did he go to Devontae?
17 times.
And then I think it was Renfro and Waller like 6. I think a piece or something like that. And other than that, there was nobody else. I mean, at this,
Holland's caught. No.
I just the part about Carr is that separates him from guys who are elite. And do you call Carr elite? I mean, he's a 9-year veteran. I mean, that's not easy to do. So I give him his props on that. But what separates him from guys like Mahomes and guys like fucking Lamar Jackson, or guys like the kid in Denver, fucking Jesus Christ, from Seattle, Wilson, or shit, even the guy from the Chargers last week. Like, when the play breaks down, he doesn't have that X factor to make something happen. It's like, okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, I understand the X factor, right? But then yet in Fresno State, he would run. Then when we got here, he was doing it, and then they told him to stop. You're a pocket passer. But then he turned around and started running. And then
when you say they told him to stop, you're a pocket passer. Who are you saying is they?
Well, I mean, it obviously seen it, because I seen him in Fresno State when he was crowded, he would take off if he didn't have to throw. That's what he did. You know what I mean? Because it was the spread offense, and that's how we played. He had a lot of rushing yards. If you really look back, he had a lot of rushing.
Has he come out and said, I am limited running wise? I can't. The coaches won't let me use my legs to make plays.
Okay, but so okay. Then the question
is, I don't know. I'm asking. Have you ever heard that?
No. But then if you look at the presser right now, he's a pocket quarterback. He wants a part. They want him as a pocket quarterback in this system. But
which is fine. But no, you can be a pocket quarterback, but still, a pocket quarterback doesn't mean when the play breaks down, you can't. I mean, Peyton Manning could fucking get and scramble and get some plays done. You know what I mean? So
I see what you're saying.
I don't know if it's necessarily. I wouldn't put it on the coaches. I mean, that's something that he chooses not to do. And I think on that 3rd and 3, if he goes to the left, there's no. I mean, there's a lot of fucking room, guys. There's a lot of fucking room there. And again, I look at this, and I've said it before when I talked about Waller, when I talked about Abrams, when I talked about Jacobs, and when I was critical of those guys. When you look at the guys making the money, those are the guys that should be making plays to win games. We shouldn't be talking about them and the plays they made that lost the game. That's the thing. And it's just, that's how it is. I mean, think about your guys' professions. If you guys work wherever you're at, if you knew what guys were making and there's guys making more than you and they're doing less than you, or they're the reason why the company's failing, you're going to be fucking motherfucking them, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the guys who don't make shit, we expect them to fuck up because they're not making anything. The liabilities, I mean, that's just the truth of it, right?
Right.
But we're not talking about guys that ain't making money. We're talking about really a guy that should be the fucking last person that we're questioning of why we lost the game because of his play. Again, it's the first game of the year. And people think that when I talk about Derek it's nothing personal. I'm just talking about his play on the field. It's
correct.
Strictly,
Right. No, right.
Strictly business. I want Derek Carr to be the MVP of the fucking league because if he is, we're winning fucking games, right, guys? I mean, but if you want your honest opinion of this last game, the guy I saw that really was the one that where you can pinpoint and go, didn't play very well would be DC. I mean, I know people say the offensive line and this and that, but a quarterback, if my offensive line's not the best, he needs to adjust. He needs to fucking slide protection. He needs to have a faster count in his head. Dan Marino never played with a good offensive line, but he adjusted his own game to make sure that he made those guys good. And that's
good. That's a good comparison, Stu. But he has no rings, bro. So let's use that one.
You know how many NFL records Dan Marino?
Oh my God, yes. Yeah.
Oh, are you saying in comparison? Dan Marino doesn't have any rings though either.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Is like I want a ring, bro.
I know, but what I'm saying is.
But I hear what you're saying though.
Quarterbacks, the great ones make guys around them better. They bring up the talent when it seems like we're always going, well, the offensive line is doing this. We don't have a running game and this, and we're bringing him down around the guys when he should be bringing them up. You know,
so you don't see it in any aspect has Carr got value to certain players like Zay Jones, Jared Cook,
I wouldn't know it. I don't know enough about Carr. I haven't been involved. I saw what
I'm saying as far as the Raider players are concerned, because a lot of the players.
But what I'm saying is, as far as I know Carr from last year and then this first game. Other than that, I don't have any judgment, so I don't really. I'm just going off of what I know.
Got you, brother. Okay.
Yeah, so he may have, and again, he's been there for 9 years for a reason. I mean, it's not that he's a bad player by any means, but again, as a 9-year veteran, like what I saw this past week, we shouldn't be seeing. We shouldn't. I mean, 3 interceptions and 5 sacks. I don't care how bad your offensive line is. You need to know that, and you need to fucking adjust your game to make sure that you are doing what you need to do to compensate for maybe the offensive line not being so well. That's what the great ones do. That's what Brett Favre did. That's what fucking, Michael Vick did. That's what fucking Drew Brees did. Like, those guys adjust and they make, again, they still are able to compete no matter who they're with or what guys they have around them. They make other players better. They don't fall down behind guys because those guys aren't as good, right? Like, the offensive line sucked, and that's why Derek, that's no excuse, man. But
and Stu, I agree with you. I feel like that's I think DC can be that guy. I think it's just there was a lot of
something lacking, right? There's something where he's missing something. For some reason, he doesn't have that confidence to be able to, when the play breaks down, he's able to think on the run or something.
And it might be possibly, and I'm just throwing this out because I don't know, but I'm just throwing out a scenario. It might be because he's still trying to figure his job, his position out in this new playbook. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So there's a lot of things going on there. So I hope they figure that out. And you said something earlier about giving players hell when they deserve it and stuff like that.
I'm not even hell. Just accountable.
Yeah, hold them accountable.
Yeah. Accountability is a big key. Yeah. So like I even said it the other day. Like sometimes with us, it's like Carr can walk on water, but then everyone's gonna talk shit about him because he can't swim. You know what I'm saying? Because of why? Because he's not swimming. But you see what I'm saying? So it's like the comparison. I get what you're saying.
I say this too. You know what? I give him a pass. First game, shit. New system, new coaches, new players. Yeah. I'll give him a fucking pass. But it's like I need to see something next week, dude. Like I against Arizona, who got blown the fuck out by fucking Kansas City, blown the fuck out. Yep. A team that we're gonna see twice. So if it's a close, I mean, and again, you can't really judge how a team's gonna play off of what happened the week before, but dude, Arizona's no slouches. I mean, fucking Kyler Murray is a fucking beast, dude. Like, they got fucking players, man. They got a good defense. They got good. I mean, so it's not just going to be a cakewalk, man. So, but again, we should be talking about a rookie who gave up a fucking out and up, or a young linebacker who missed a running back in the hole or whatever. We shouldn't be talking about our quarterback threw fucking 3 picks and got sacked 5 times. Like, that shouldn't be what we're talking about.
Thank you, Stu. I appreciate you bringing that fact up, because people been telling me that this defense had a good game, and I didn't see them play good until late in the fourth quarter.
They had 2 good stops.
I wouldn't. Have you looked at the game stats though and seen what the defense did?
I was looking at it. Yep.
When you talk about this great San Diego defense, and if you look at the yardage, passing wise, rushing wise, turnover wise, we lost. But that's because their quarterback didn't throw the picks our quarterback did. It wasn't that the defense played great for San Diego or Los Angeles. It was just, I think there was some.
It would have been. You're basically saying if there was 2 less turnovers and, like, say, 1 interception and 1 fumble, it would have been.
Remember this, guys. Remember this.
It would have been a different game.
When you talk about a team that had 3 turnovers and 5 sacks for a minus of 58 or whatever yards, compared to a team that had 0 turnovers and 0 sacks, but were still in the game, the defense played their ass off.
Okay.
If you look at it that way, because really it should have been a blowout.
Yeah.
It should have been. We should have not even been close to being in that game. When you look at the comparison, when a team wins the turnover battle by 1, their chances go up astronomically. They won it by 3, plus having 5 sacks, but we were still in it. Our defense came out, shut them out 3 and out to punt the ball, and then what do we do? At least 2 sacks at the end, plus 2 fumbles. That's awful. Yeah.
Stu, what I saw on the defensive side, it looked like 2. Between the 2 halves, it seemed like 2 different teams. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the first half, it didn't look good. You know what I'm saying? And
again, guys, I only saw the last 4 minutes because here in the Midwest they had the Kansas City Arizona game on. So
by the second half, it seemed like obviously there were some halftime adjustments or something that they did to make it look different from what they did in the first half. So that.
And again, I heard this shit. I mean, Abrams had 12 tackles, but you hear about, Crosby didn't do. Crosby had fucking 9 solo tackles, and I think 5 pressures. Like, did he have a sack? No, he didn't. But for a defensive end to have 10 fucking tackles, be the second leading tackler on the team, he was fucking doing his. I mean, he was doing, I think, everything he could do.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, again, I look at the numbers, and if you're going to compare one defense to another, it's very even. But their defense created 3 turnovers, no matter if it was our quarterback's fault or what they did, and they created 5 sacks, and we didn't. So if you look at it that way,
We gave up 17 in the first half. One touchdown we gave up. We threw the guy into the end zone. The other one, he set in between the safety and the linebacker. Linebacker 2 yards this way, safety this way, in the end zone, bro, and sat there and caught the ball.
So before half,
no time left on the clock to go to halftime.
But at the end of the game, did we get the ball back in the offense's hand to win it?
Yes.
That's what I said. It was late in the game when they really started picking it up.
But
so my question is,
again, did they give, as defense goes, at the end of the game, did we do what we needed to do? They did a 3-and-out, and fucking Hobbs made a great fucking play on that quick slant, which is not easy.
Right.
Gave the offense what? How much time did we have? 4 minutes, I think, or 3 minutes, or whatever it was.
3.5 minutes.
3.5.
What they do with it? They got 15 yards and fucking two fumble recoveries or 2 fumbles or whatever. So it's like, regardless, because I heard this before. Dude, defense, because they gave up that last touchdown, it's their fault. If I look at this game, offense had a chance. They didn't do it, so it's their fault, right? I mean,
so the question is
real quick. Hold on, real quick. I want to do this really quickly. NY car won what, bro?
Clear.
Everything you said in the chat, bro, has been about DC. Everything you said, bro, you have not addressed no other part of this football team, bro. This is DC is all that's on your mind, bro.
That's the problem.
Now, for all the facts you say you state and you study, you kind of sound like a hater, bro. You kind of sound like a hater. Okay, NYC Air One, cool.
And
all right,
I want to say this too. The reason I love
that makes more sense, but bro, okay, we get it. You hate Carr, cool. But you don't have to keep reiterating, my brother.
I want to say this, though. Football is one of the greatest team sports in the world because literally when we win, you have to give credit to Mark Davis all the way down to the assistant, intern trainers on the sideline passing out water. Like, it really takes everybody. When we lose, it's because of everybody. Now, do certain guys get more of a percentage of the win and more percentage of the loss? Yeah, but it's not just one person ever. It is everyone is in the category of when you lose. Mm-hmm. You can say, I played great. Well, you know what? You didn't make a play to turn it. You might not have given up shit and had 10 tackles or 12 tackles, but you didn't have an interception and score to put us to win. So that's right. That goes into it as well. So it takes everybody. So no one is ever the single guy that's the reason. I mean, I know it's easy to say that, and you can point the finger at the guy who has the most mistakes, but it's obviously defense played good, but not good enough.
Yeah. So my question is too, because you mentioned numbers with Crosby about the 10 tackles or whatever, whatnot. As a safety, John Abrams, I was kind of hard on him. I really, really liked the guy, but he was targeted a lot, and he had a lot of tackles. But he was targeted a lot, and he had a lot of tackles. You know what I mean? At least he stopped them.
Okay, so
his coverage was good.
So he had tackles because they were throwing to his guy.
Adam.
Okay.
Right. So
see how
that
stats,
good or bad?
See how numbers can
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I like.
Shit,
yeah.
Hey, I led the team in tackles. Well, yeah, that's because they threw to your fucking guy every time. You didn't like
every fucking play, right? Exactly.
So they weren't
kind of like a blurring.
12 tackles as a safety, like when I used to play, if I had 10 tackles, it was me coming down on a running back or someone else's guy tackling. It wasn't because my guy got caught the ball and I tackled. So again, stats can be skewed in whatever way. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I mean, that's why I was even thinking about it, because man, he got targeted a lot. Yeah, he made some stops, but look at all the yards. He covered great.
What are you taking up there, Gabe? You're quiet up there, bro.
Hey, but I'll take a positive though. We didn't hear Abram getting burnt. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
And we
heard that. But look at. But if you add it up, right? Game. So if you add it up. If you add it up, like say he got burnt 3 times in one game, right? and got 6 tackles, and it's 105 yards or whatever. But if he's got like 10 tackles and it's 105 yards, it's still the same fucking thing.
But here's the other thing, guys, is we all have players we like and players we don't really like, right?
Right.
And like the players that you like, you're going to be able to take whatever numbers they have and put it in your favor. And for a guy you don't like, you can take whatever numbers they have and put it against them. So, and that's just how it is, right? That's just so. As
it's
long
mostly what you've seen on the field. Like I seen Abram improve for damn sure from the last year.
I thought so too.
Last year it looked like
and I was hard as fuck on the kid last year. I was.
He looked like he was just like running around with his chicken with a head cut off.
He's definitely in a better position. Yes.
Yeah, he's just more structured. Like now he knows what he needs to do.
Because they put we have a defensive coordinator who puts players in positions that are going to highlight their abilities. And if a guy's not good in something, we're not going to let him do that. Abram is a better down in the box type of fucking player, right?
For sure.
So the guy last year was a fucking asshole. You know, talking about again, and I've said this before. You know what? I can't use him. Like, fuck, you better fucking find a way to like. They're talking about the kid from Clemson, the D. Like, you tell me you can't use a 5th overall fucking pick. Like, you better find a way to put that guy in a position to make some.
He played a hell of a game. I think he was one of our best, defensive players as well, man. Clee played a hell of a game out there, man.
He had a great game.
But the thing I'm looking for though, and I didn't see it last year, is think even last year to this year, like on defensive wise, we don't have a guy where you're like, he's gonna come up with a big play, like a pick when we need it. Like pass breakups are great.
True.
But again, they don't win games. You know what wins games?
Picks.
Sacks.
Yeah.
That's like
sack fumbles.
I'm gonna say this,
pressures are great, but
even though DC had a bad game, even though he had some turnovers,
we were still in it.
But he still threw for 295 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now you take some of them interceptions away, you let him throw a better ball or whatever. I mean, then you're talking something different. I'm telling you, if we didn't lose this game, nobody would be talking about DC had a bad fucking game.
But you know what though? Here's the thing: if we would have won that game, all of those mistakes would have been what?
Yeah,
stepped underneath the rug, and that can fuck a team. That can.
There's still some fans talking about, oh well, he needs to go. We won the fucking game, and he still needs to go.
Hey, what is that saying, Stu? Winning is the best deodorant.
It covers up. And here's the thing: if they would have won that game, watching film, even when Derek threw a pick, they would have been shit, laughing about it. Like that's like you're not even. When you winning covers up so fucking much that I'm honestly glad that we lost this game because I think it's gonna really highlight some things we need to work on, and we're gonna get better, right? Like I wouldn't want to fucking have these mistakes and win it and keep going because you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna catch up to you when it catches up to you. It's gonna catch up to you in the fucking playoffs, or it's gonna catch up to you when you need to win a game to get into the playoffs. Well, at least now. We're addressing some shit, and players, I'm going to tell you that with this coaching staff, they're going to hold these guys accountable, and they're going to make adjustments, and they're going to be better off because of it. I think so, right? I mean, we're still, again.
I hope so.
It's a divisional loss, but San Diego's going to lose some fucking games to Kansas City and Denver, and we might beat them next time we play them. We still have everything we want in front of us, and we're going to learn a shit ton from this loss. If we would have won some of this shit, we would have, you know what? But we won though. So it's not really that big of a deal. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I said that, I said that too, is like, I feel like the Chargers is going to be, is one of the top teams in this division. And, what I'm saying, just to have that on tape, to let us, let our team know, hey,
we're there.
This is the bar. You know what I'm saying?
And we're right there.
Yeah.
And guys, I'm telling you, Justin Herbert he's going to be the next, like, again, with him and the kid from Cincinnati, like they're fucking good, man.
Good, man.
They're fucking good.
He was
Like,
making throws out there. It was just like, fuck.
yeah, like it's not like some slouch came in and like Herbert's a fucking legitimate fucking NFL goddamn quarterback, man. I mean, the fucking kid is sharp. He's smart. He knows how to make things happen. Like, so it's again, if we're close to game with some shit fucking team, which I don't know.
Chelsea balled on Sunday. I give it to him. Chelsea balled.
Is there any? I mean, think about it. Is there any shit teams that like Tennessee's not going to be too good? I don't think. Right? I mean, they didn't show shit, did they?
They lost by a point to the Giants, but they were winning the whole game, and the Giants came back. Saquon balled, man.
Oh, he did. He's healthy.
Yeah, he had like 165 yards or something like that rushing.
I think Henry's gonna have a rough year, dude. What did he finish with?
They went for 2 to win. It was they scored 20-19. The Titans were up, and then the Giants went for 2. Saquon ran it in for 2 to win the game.
So is a quarterback not allowed to have a bad game?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm wondering, you know what I mean? Because Aaron Rodgers just literally came out and didn't do shit.
Joe Burrow
Sunday.
But what? Hold on.
Joe Burrow came out and threw what, 2 picks?
4. 4 picks.
4.
5.
And he just left the Super Bowl. He just left the Super Bowl and threw 4.
With the team that he knows. Ooh.
And he threw a pick 6.
Speaking of Super Bowl, are we talking about Stafford?
Stafford.
Both the Super Bowl quarterbacks came out and laid a shit egg on week 1.
Yeah.
MVP.
So Aaron Rodgers had 195 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Yeah, no, Joe Burrow. He had a bad game.
But again, who does Aaron Rodgers have on his offense? Name one.
But here we go. We can't do that. Now we can do it for the Hall of Famer, but we can do it for Carr.
But you look at the weapons,
bro. See, that's why I brought it up.
No,
look at the weapons though. Look at who.
Yes, by all means,
please
say that again for me, Stu. What was the major factor? Was it the weapon?
And what?
Weapon?
Because Devontae Adams had more yards by himself than 5 of the wide receivers in Green Bay.
But if you look at game-wise, if I'm looking at the game as far as Aaron Rodgers goes, with only 1 pick, I mean,
yeah. Okay, no,
shit, if you don't want to throw the ball no more,
go to Stafford.
All right,
defending Super Bowl champ.
Let's look up Stafford.
He threw like 2 picks, and one of the last hits that he took, he looked.
How many did Carr have?
3.
Okay.
2 touchdowns.
One. I feel like I could take 1 away. You know what I mean? That should have been a passing interference.
Well,
it should have been a PI.
But think about it. On that 3rd and 3, number 10 had that quick slant. If he just throws it, it's a first down at the end of the game. If you watch that right there, throw it. It's a first. That's a decision he should have made right away, and he didn't. And he took a sack. So I consider that a turnover as well. Because that was a first down. I mean, the guy was fucking wide open.
If you do break it down and he does give it up on 4th down, it is considered another turnover.
Yeah. So if we want to, I mean, let's see here. So who they play? The Bills or who they play?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he had like 2 or 3 picks too, right?
So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. So he had 240 yards. He had 1 touchdown, and he had 3 interceptions.
3 interceptions.
Yep. And they lost, right?
And they lost.
Yep. So
now
they lost worse than us. They got their ass whooped.
But you know what, though? Here's the thing, though. I don't think Matt Stafford plays for the Raiders, though.
True.
Doesn't matter. We're just talking about QBs having an off week, a bad game. And once again, the point that
we don't know what are the Rams fans thinking? They're like, shit,
these
fuck
are all quarterbacks that didn't play in the preseason, Stu.
But Matt Stafford won a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, Matt Stafford won the Super Bowl. But these are all. What I'm saying is,
I would say
these are all
quarterbacks. A pass. He's got a little
these
bit
are all
of a pass.
quarterbacks that did not play in the preseason.
And I think Rodgers won a Super Bowl too, though, right?
Yeah.
So those guys get passes, though.
You don't get a pass for that.
No pass at all.
You don't get a pass for that.
When you win a Super Bowl and you have a bad game,
in 11 years, you don't give him a pass every year.
Brother,
his pass has ran out, bro. His pass has ran out.
Who's?
Aaron Rodgers' pass has run out, bro. It has been 11 years since you won a Super Bowl. Your pass has run out.
Who won last year?
Stafford,
yeah. But what about Burrow?
Rodgers hasn't won since 2011. This motherfucker.
Burrow's played in the Super Bowl. Has Carr played in the Super Bowl? Burrow's made it as a fucking
reason Carr didn't play. I believe the only reason
those guys get passes
because he broke his leg.
Passes. Like, yo, yeah, he had a bad game, but he's also taking us to the dance. And 2 out of the 3 you're talking about won it. Our guy hasn't won a playoff game, if I'm not mistaken.
It's been 11 years, bro. I broke this
Has
down
our guy
already
won a
once.
playoff game?
I looked at this, and everybody keeps putting all this greatness on Aaron Rodgers. Do you know how many times he has made a bye week and lost?
I just know he's
being
won
number one in the NFC, and you've lost 4 times.
I just know he's won a Super Bowl, and our guy hasn't won a playoff game.
I don't think he won the Super Bowl. I believe Charles Woodson won the Super Bowl, not fucking him.
He didn't play. He was out in the first quarter. He got hurt in the Super Bowl. You know that, right?
But he got him there. Yeah, I know he got him there.
He didn't win.
I know he hurt. But I still say.
But see, you want to say the same thing with Carr. Carr got us to the playoffs. He got hurt.
Has Carr won a playoff game in his career? That's all I want to know.
Of course he hasn't, Stu. We both know that. But,
so again. That goes a long way, guys. That
right?
means
No. By all means, like no. Listen, Aaron Rodgers is by hands down gonna go into the Hall of Fame as one of the best quarterbacks ever. There's no question about that.
Dude, I think he gets a legitimate pass.
Right, brother. No.
He only threw one pick.
Right. No. I agree with you. But yet at the same time, can we agree? What season is this? This is 2022 or 2023. My bad. I apologize.
Or 22-23.
22-23. Nobody at this moment is champion.
No.
Nobody at this moment. There's no way that we can even quantify who's going to be the best quarterback of this year. We can maybe have an idea. One game is not going to do it. End all be all.
No.
Now, if it really, really looks at it, Carr gets it together. He's going to have better numbers than Rodgers, obviously. You know what I mean? Because basically the coins on the shoes on the other foot now. He has more of the weapons. But yet at the same time, if you look at what Carr's had in the previous years, Rodgers now has. So now
you're talking about the 2022-23 season.
I'm just saying overall. When is it Derek Carr?
You brought up the last years, but you stated when you first started the conversation, you said we're talking about 22-23, right?
Right.
And you're going to bring up something from his past. That doesn't make any sense.
That's exactly my point. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we can say that he is a Super Bowl champion. Yes, it is. But this season, no. At the moment, no. So everybody's like that right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
but what I'm saying is you can't downplay what other guys did when those are guys that have won a championship. Like, you can't compare that. That's not fair.
But you can't downplay Derek Carr either, because this is also a quarterback who has never, ever regressed in a season.
Hold on. If you look at the game, though, Dirty, if you look at the game, and again, everyone had a hand in that loss. But if you were to give a percentage of who had the most in that loss, who would you give it to?
The offensive line, because they didn't do a goddamn thing. They didn't open up no fucking running lanes, and they didn't fucking hold up in the pass.
You know that's not honest, Dirty. That's not an honest.
I'm being honest. Stu, I was in the stadium.
Bro, no, when they were running the ball, bro, come on, bro. When they were running the ball, they were running the ball. They couldn't pass protect. When they were running the ball, they were running the ball. Then they stopped running the ball.
I'm telling you guys,
they did not open up no lanes, bro.
He had time. He had time, and he had alleys to run. I'm just being honest. I watched.
Okay, so the coach was also asked after the game what he thought about DC not stepping up and running in the pocket, and he said it's not really what I'm looking for in my quarterback.
But then also,
if he does it, cool. If he doesn't, I'm not gonna bitch at him about it. It's up to him what he chooses to do, right? So I said this on I think it was Sultan's show last night or the night before. One of the things that people don't realize is, and Stu, you as a former player, you may be able to contest to this because I've had this happen to me. You know what I mean? You're on the verge of winning something.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You're on the verge of a championship, right? And you get hurt. And then everything goes down in flames.
Yep.
Your team don't make it. You know what I mean? And all of that. And it's because of your injury. Yep. You were everything to that team, and they didn't make it because of you. I think that's something that's in his head still now. I'm not saying that it's a good thing, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. What I'm saying is,
that's a legitimate point. That's a legitimate point.
I think sometimes he does not step up in these pockets to put himself in harm's way. Everybody's talking like DC never gets out of the pocket. Last year when we went to play Kansas City, he had more rushing yards than all three of our fucking running backs total.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but how many was that though?
He had about 85 yards. He had about 85 yards that game.
Oh, okay. All right.
He had about 85 yards that game.
That's legit.
DC will run the ball, but DC will only run the ball when it is safe and he is not going to get blasted. You guys also
hold on, Dirty. Guys, as a football player, can you play scared?
You can't play
scared. I was about to say that
too. You can play smart though.
If you're scared of getting hurt to tuck the ball and get 3 yards, you got to go, bro.
Look at Josh Allen. Josh Allen fucking trucked the dude.
Yeah.
A linebacker got up and said, all right, let's run the next play. Ran it smooth. Ran smooth. That's the type of offense I want to see around. That's the type of offense we should be running. That's the type of confident quarterback we should be having.
Because
the ironic thing about it is that Josh Allen went to Derek Carr's quarterback fucking school for kids or whatever the fuck.
I want to go through the panel here and ask you guys. Obviously, there's going to be plays where receivers are going to be covered, right?
Mm-hmm.
When our receivers are covered, what do you want Derek Carr to do? Dirty.
When our wide receivers are covered, what I like DC to do?
Yep.
I would like for it. If he's not going to run the ball, get fucking rid of it. I don't give a shit. Just get rid of the fucking ball.
Okay. That's it. All right.
I'm good with check downs. If we have to check down,
the receivers they're all covered. They're all
everyone's.
Yep. So do you want to see him throw it away, or do you want to see him?
I would take 3 yards in the slide.
Okay. Gabe.
Shit, I would want him to make better throws, but still force it because he has the weapons to do it.
Okay, legit.
I'd rather him just throw it away, live for another day.
Let's say it's 3rd and 3. It's 3rd and a manageable. Like it's not 3rd and 10. It's like does that dictate anything?
No,
of course it does.
Not for me because
I still want him to get rid of it.
Because to be honest,
if there's nothing you can do, get rid of it.
What if that's not an option though? What if we need to get this first down to win the game?
And if it's 3rd and 3, where we at? What yard are we on?
Well, see, the thing is, though, like he'll depending on the formation, all this stuff, he has options. You either have you have 4 options pretty much. Throw it to your best receiver, run it yourself, throw it away, or just fucking chuck it. Just, you know what I mean? I mean, well, 3. Pretty much you got 3 solid options. You know what I mean? One of them is going to be depending on who's throwing the ball, where you going, if there's a slide, if there's, just if there's a sliver of a chance. That's what these guys get played for.
How far back are the linebackers? How far back are the linebackers?
Well, see, we can't quantify that because
there's going to be a bunch of factors. I get that.
Right,
exactly. I'm just saying in general, I'm just asking what you guys expect out of him.
I would tell him if it was the last play of the game and we needed it to keep it fucking going to win the fucking game.
Sunday,
right?
On that 3rd and 3,
I would have put it up for my receiver.
He had one open to begin with, but then he did not throw it to him. But then he's like,
he looked. Yeah, I hate to say this, but he looks like he has Parkinson's in the
right. That's what I like. That's what I like.
Like he's like, I mean, like, yeah.
Don't come in here with
I'm sorry
that
to say that. I'm
bullshit,
sorry to
man.
say that. I
You
mean,
get
like
yourself blocked on that bullshit, man. Don't come in here with that bullshit.
What happened?
I ain't
What
hearing
did he
that
say?
shit.
No.
Fuck out of here.
What do you say? What do you say, Dirty?
Raiders equal rapists, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't need that shit over here, bro. Get your ass blocked, homie.
Why would they? Who's raped anybody? What the fuck?
You ain't a fan, bro. Go somewhere else.
Don't put no energy into that shit, bro.
Yeah, you ain't a fan. Go somewhere else, man. I don't play that shit. That's instant block. That's instant block.
Who's he talking about though? There's no one in any trouble right
Ain't
now.
nobody on this team, you know what I mean, like that. So
okay, all right, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that was completely uncalled for, my friend. Completely uncalled for.
This ain't Cleveland.
So how do you think? Okay, like that's a good question right there. Darren asked, "How are we gonna fucking contain Kyler on 3rd?"
Do teams generally put a spy on him? I don't know.
How could you?
Well, I've got to believe that there's guys on defense that are just as athletic that can tackle the motherfucker. I mean, Kansas City did it. I mean, I've got to believe
he still got some yardage on him though.
What's that? Yeah,
he still got some yardage.
I want to look up his stats for last week. That's a good point.
Yeah. He ran the ball. He got some yards, but more than likely it'll probably be Adams' responsibility. I mean Abrams. It'll probably
that's what I was thinking. I mean, that's what I would do.
It'll probably be Abrams' responsibility. I'll have maybe a linebacker spy him as well. You know what I mean?
Diablo.
No.
Probably
play like shit. Dude, he play like shit, bro.
Jayron Brown.
He ain't ready for that assignment.
No, he played like crap, bro.
Kyler Murray had 193 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He was 22 of 34 for a 64.7 completion average. Let's see, rushing wise.
I like 60.
There's a certain way. There's a certain way the D line. There's a certain way that they rush.
Yes.
That attempts to keep that quarterback in the pocket. You want to contain the edges. You know what I'm saying? And you want that pocket to collapse on him like that to get the sack. So
hey so like Stu, like okay, I get that part, but like say, wouldn't you want like a speedier? Oh, I'm sorry,
like Hobbs or something?
Yeah, wouldn't you want like a speedier guy, like kind of like Avery? But like, I know he's hurt, but something like kind of like a slot guy, kind of to spy a speedier quarterback like that. I mean, that's what I would look at instead of a linebacker. That's kind of, you know what I mean. That's probably better in like in a zone man kind of coverage.
Well, no, I mean, I would definitely, if I were to spy somebody, I'd put a DB, like a nickel player or a dime player.
See, that's what I would run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, where's his rushing yards at?
But you would definitely use somebody that knows how to play in the box, because again, what I'm saying, on passing situations. Yeah.
Well, you would hope our D line, everything our D ends are doing are outside force.
Yeah.
Right, and even our interior guys they're coming like this, right, and they're making him step up in the pocket, and then if he decides to run, there's a limited amount of space. When he gets outside the pocket, that's a tough tackle. That's a tough fucking tackle to make.
You kind of got to play a QB contained defense up front.
He had 29 rushing yards.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, then they contained him.
He was the leading rusher for the team with 29.
What did Connor have like?
Because here's the deal. What do you with a quarterback that can run or a team that can run? What do you want to make them do? What do you want to stop first?
You want to stop the quarterback first, regardless.
Yeah. So you want to make them what? One-dimensional.
Exactly.
And that's what they made Arizona. They're not a huge passing team. Can he throw it? Yeah. But when they have the option to run and pass, that's a tough offense to stop. But Kansas City made them one-dimensional. They stopped the bullshit where he had to throw it, and he's back there and he was getting sacked.
Well, that was part of, you know what I'm saying, just putting hella points on the board. You know what I'm saying? If
there you go, that's true too.
If you put so many points on the board,
Carter had 10
the
carries.
run game is gone.
That's very, very, very fucking true.
James Conner was supposed to be their good running back, you know what I mean? And he
number
had
6. Is that number 6?
Yeah, 10 carries for 26 yards.
See that? And then they're playing catch up because the offense was putting points on the board. So again, you look at it, the chicken or the egg. Did the defense struggle because the offense couldn't put on points, or the offense couldn't put on points because they were down and didn't have their whole playbook? It's like, who do you want to fucking blame? And whatever side or whatever person you like the most, you're going to be able to dictate those stats in their favor, and who you don't like, you'll be able to dictate those stats that is against them, right? So I guess it's whoever, when you talk about this shit, whoever has the most legitimate talking points is going to be the guy that is going to win whatever. Is it Derek Carr? Is it his fault, or is it the defense's fault? Is the offensive line's fault? You know, so
bottom line, we can overanalyze everything, but when it comes down to it,
that's all we do.
Raiders lost. The Raiders lost.
And coaches overanalyze, and players overanalyze, and fans overanalyze all the fucking time.
Right.
That's what else can we can't play, right? So what can we do? We can sit here and look at stats and watch film and, you know, have opinions, and that's what makes it fun.
I definitely can't play anymore. I used to.
Yeah, no.
I definitely can't play anymore.
Oh fuck! I can't even fucking barely walk anymore.
How was your alumni weekend, brother?
So, dude, the alumni weekend was awesome. Was out there from Wednesday until Monday, and I brought out a friend of mine who you guys have seen before, who comes down here, Pat Johnson, and we got to have on Saturday evening, we got to have a one-on-one conversation with fucking Lester Hayes, man, and it was fucking
wow.
It was awesome, dude. It was fucking. I went up and I said, Mr. Hayes, I said, first of all, I just want to let you know, thank you for all that you've done, you know, to lay the foundation and ground for guys like me to be able to make this a real, because I know you guys didn't make shit back then. And I said, I just want to also let you know that Willie Brown, God rest his soul, was a mentor of mine when I was a rookie up until I was gone from the Raiders, and got a chance to introduce him to my friend. And I just said, I just want to let you know, man, I hope that the Hall of Fame comes quick, because you deserve all of it. And I just kind of gave a couple of little facts, and he goes, and in his head, he's thinking, okay, this motherfucker like knows his shit. And first of all, I always, because of Willie Brown, again, the first meeting he said is know the alumni, know the guys that were here before, and pay your respects to them. So I always make sure to let those, and when you do that, I know when I go around and I talk to Purdue guys and they come up and, hey, Stu, man, you know, I enjoyed when I was younger. Like, that goes a long fucking way. And we had a chance. He had his blue fucking cowboy boots on, man. And he was there. I don't know if it was his wife or whoever it was. I'm not sure if he's married or not, but we had about 6 minutes alone, and it was really cool. It was a fucking awesome, an awesome moment. And then there was a lot of other guys like Grant Irons, who people may not know, but a guy that I played against in college, a guy that I played with in the NFL, and reconnecting with some of these people was great. And I will say this, I can't show any footage of it, but the Raiders have, well, it's not the Raiders, it's actually a production company outside of the Raiders, and a close friend of mine who's actually the one who's running this. They have 38 episodes of the history of the Raiders. And we got a chance on Saturday night in one of the, I can't remember the name of the fucking casino, but they had it was like a stage or whatever, and they had a big screen or whatever, and they played the first episode. And there was some shit I didn't even realize from the early days of the Raiders, of how they became and where Al Davis came in. And we just watched one episode, it was about 48 minutes, and I think there was 315 former alumni there with their families or friends or whatever it was, and they're gonna sue, and they're gonna auction this off to Netflix or Hulu or whatever. But when it comes out, guys, it's going to be fucking. It's really, really fucking cool, man. Like it was awesome. So no, it was great. And then the whole fucking festival thing, man, dude. I called and fucking no one picked me up. No one came to get me from Vegas. Which I told them. I said, hey, I'm calling the guy who's supposed to, and the other people that we were with, they had their own transportation, and I was expecting since fucking 4 months ago that, hey, I'm going to be here, and this is where I'm at. If you can come pick me up, and everything was all set, and it wasn't like I just said fuck the event. I had no way of getting there. So that was what happened with that whole deal. And I know some people were asking about it, and it was I was pretty upset. It was kind of bullshit because I put a lot of work into it and getting players there, and thank God towards like coming to the event, I told all my Raiders players not to come because the person who promised that they were going to get X amount of money was saying he can't do anything. So I'm like, well, thank God they didn't come and, fucking expect something. And that was kind of the whole deal with it. So, but the weekend was awesome, just as always. A lot of fun, a great time reconnecting. It was great because this year was different. We actually went to the game, and we went during halftime of the Patriots Raiders game. All the alumni went on the field and, got introduced. Not all of us got introduced, but they had on the Jumbotron, like our names and numbers. And again, after that event Saturday night, they rented out like this club in Vegas, and it was just for the Raiders. So anyone in there was an alumni or whatever, and we're playing music, and the head coach was there and the president was there and hanging out. And it was pretty awesome, man. It was a great fucking time. It was cool as shit.
It was nice to see all you guys out there, you know what I'm saying, walking on the field, and then, when we were seeing it on TV, just seeing you guys hanging out, you know what I'm saying, sideline and stuff like that. It was great.
And everybody, dude, it was great. Again, everyone I met a guy, and forgive me, I can't remember his name right now, but he was the first special teams captain of the fucking Raiders. And I got a chance to hang out with him, and everybody was just really, really cool, man. And a lot of the, some of the original Black Hole members and stuff that were friends with former players that invited them to come with them, because of the relationship they became with fans and stuff. And it was really cool, dude. It was great to see Justin Fargas, and, his wife is the president of the Aces, and they had their playoff game on Sunday that we went to and stuff. So, it was an awesome event, and everyone there, it didn't matter how many Super Bowl rings you have or how many years you played. Everyone was just cool as hell with each other, dude. It was great. And I'm telling you, when this documentary comes out, guys, you're gonna be surprised on some of the fucking shit that they go through, shit you've never heard of how the Raiders became a part of it and how players got there. And they have interviews with guys from the original team and the original stadium, and it's fucking pretty amazing, dude. It's pretty amazing. So I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but I think it's going to come out soon. But again, it was cool that Saturday we watched the first episode all together, and it was awesome, dude. It was good shit.
Oh, that's cool. Real quick, I wanna say this. So, NYC Air One and Big Daddy, shake hands. It is about the Shield, but I will say this: NYC Air One, man. When you throw out something, and somebody asks you, give a name. You gotta give a name, man. If you say DC's not the answer, and I ask you to give me somebody who might be, you gotta give me somebody that might be, bro.
Good point.
You know what I mean? Like it's easy for you to just go out and just say, "Oh, he's not this, he's not this." But when I ask you, "Hey, give me something that I can hang my hat on and say, okay, I see your point," you gotta be able to do that, my friend.
And if it's even possible to fucking happen.
Yeah, you gotta see if it's even possible to happen. But yeah.
Also, let me piggyback on that. If you say a guy's trash, I need to get stats on why he's trash.
But see, NYC Air One, that's a cop out, bro. You cannot say you want the fans collectively because it ain't our fucking choice. It's not our choice. You know what I mean? Like that's the franchise's choice. But we want to hear as a fans collectively what would you throw out? Who would you choose? And then we could talk about it.
You need to have a solution. If you're
Okay,
going to present a problem,
you got to understand a lot of people that are here, bro. They've been here a long time, bro, and this is kind of how the chat goes. This is one of them shows where you're free to speak whatever you want, say whatever you want to throw out there, as long as it's respectful. You know what I mean? Everybody here knows it's respectful, but you know what I mean? We love to hear the undiscussed opinions or see who's out there. Like me personally, bro, you know, if this shit don't work out, look, I'm hoping Chase Garbers works out. I think Chase Garbers is DC's replacement at some point in time. That's my guy. And I've said it over and over and over again. I think DC's replacement is already here. He's just got to get better. That's all. He's just got to get a little bit better. But this kid runs, he passes. He just doesn't have the experience yet.
Also, too, I want to say this because you know this, guys. Fuck, we've been in heated conversations, right? But never is it about anything personal ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So when you know people in the comment might, you know, me and Dirty get into it, me and Gabe might get into it. Like,
yeah,
it's not that we're being disrespectful to each other. It's just we're passionate about our opinion, and we're gonna express why we think what we're saying is better than what the fuck the other guy's saying, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And never do we hold grudges. We might say, you know what, at this point, I'm going to step back or whatever. But just so you guys know, like nothing is ever disrespectful and nothing is ever personal. And if it does become personal, then that's something different.
Yeah.
I wanted to make that point.
Yeah, we try not to make things personal out here because a lot of us don't know each other personally. But Chase Garbers is not garbage, man. He's not. Chase is not garbage, bro. And look, didn't Tom Brady have to sit on the bench and learn? Tom Brady had to sit on the bench and learn, right? Aaron Rodgers had to sit on the bench and learn.
That's the best way to make that transition.
That's why they got him on the bench to learn.
So then see when I hate when they say that, Stu, like because when people say, well, look at Cotton. Cotton's over here, man. You know what? Cotton's gonna be a solid, you know, right tackle or wherever he's gonna be at, right? But then they turn around and shit on Leatherwood because they're saying, oh, he wasn't playing right because he was in the Tom Cable didn't have him right. Wait a minute, he was in the same guy, so now all of a sudden Cotton's ready. Like the contradiction level goes crazy for me, bro,
right.
because I see that. So when we have these perspectives and these conversations, it's like you try to get. You know,
I would say this though, is from my experience, the one position that you benefit from coming in and being able to be a backup for 2 or 3 fucking years behind a guy who's established himself, like that's what you want. Every other position, if you're not playing within the first, really towards the end of the year, then it's like, what the fuck did they draft you for? But a quarterback, like that's such an advantage. If you look at anyone that sat again, you bring up Tom Brady, and I bring up fucking all the time Aaron Rodgers. Like,
right?
Fuck that. Let's draft a guy in the first fucking round, a kid who's a fucking stud quarterback. Let him sit behind Derek Carr. How often do you see a fucking first rounder go into a team? Because if he's a first round pick, he's probably going to be number 1 or 2. A team that didn't win shit the year before. He's going to come in. You think he's going to do well?
You don't always have to be a first rounder to be the.
That's true too.
Who does Steve Young sit behind?
Okay, now listen. I had this argument one time,
I think,
right?
Was it Joe Montana?
The greatest quarterback in all time.
And he had a pretty. And I think Steve Young had a pretty good career afterward, didn't he? I mean.
Okay, yeah. So check this
out. The greatest
Stu,
quarterback of all times was 2 picks away from being a UDFA.
Hold on.
Who?
Brady.
True.
Oh, okay.
So look, I have this crazy theory, Stu.
He was 2 picks away from being a UDFA, bro. Come on.
Here's the thing, though. That'll never happen. That'll never happen again. Like that. That's fucking like he's an enigma. Like, I mean, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know if he sold his soul or whatever, but that son of a bitch, like that'll never happen again. There's no
son of a bitch, he said.
He's good, man. That fucker is I mean, shit. I wish we would have shit. I wish if that shit was true about him coming out to Oakland or Las Vegas, if Al was around, I think Al would have been like, let's go. Let's bring him. All right, what was your question?
So my question was, okay, so how long has Tom Brady been in the league? Close to
23 years or some shit?
23 years.
50
out of
years.
23 years. 23 years, right? The ultimate goal is to get Super Bowls. So out of 23 years, he has 7. So that's basically a third of his career.
He's been to 10.
Derek Carr, Gabe is laughing because he already knows because I pulled this shit up right now. And it's fucking stupid. I just think stupid. I just thought it would be funny too.
I'm trying to figure out.
But so now I'm talking about it, right? So now I'm thinking about it. Even though Tom Brady won a couple Super Bowls early in his career, and I'm not saying that Derek Carr can ever even come close to winning 7 Super Bowls. There's no fucking way, all right? But if you look at the numbers, he still has a certain amount of time to do it. And Tom Brady did it within those years. So what I'm trying to say is, like, is it a possibility that Derek Carr could last a certain amount of years and get us a couple Super Bowls?
Absolutely.
Because it's, you know what I'm saying?
I would say absolutely does he have the opportunity, but I would be careful about putting Tom Brady and Derek Carr in the same sentence. Though.
Oh, no, not by any means at all. I think Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback, and I hate to say this because it hurts my soul and my balls at the same time. It's weird, but it's like a weird connection. That's how you know it's important.
If your balls jingle, you know it's important to you.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So,
the soul of your balls hurt.
but I'm just saying though, like, there's no possible way. You know what I'm saying? But it's just. But if you want to run numbers and if you want to do if you could break it down like that, you know what I mean? Like you say, we can run the numbers in our own favor.
Yeah, I believe this. Whatever happened yesterday, and when I say yesterday, I mean every day before yesterday, doesn't mean shit, right? Tomorrow's not even fucking promised, right? Like there is no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
So today, can he be this year, like be the best quarterback in the league? Absolutely. And can he be it the next day and the next day? Yeah, there's that possibility, but just be honest with yourself because history does dictate future outcomes. As much as you don't think it does, it does. So when I look at the history of stuff, when I see players who have done it, I'm expecting that those players have probably a higher chance than someone who hasn't done it. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. That's not a fair statement.
But some players don't come back from what like Carr did, the broken back and the leg and all that stuff, and fought back. A lot of players do that, and they don't even make it. Look at RG3.
But here's the thing: don't give excuses though.
No.
Don't give reasons why. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to know reasons. I want to give him reasons of why he won, not reasons why he couldn't win.
Gotcha.
Because everybody can say that. Everyone has, well, the reason I didn't make it was because of this, this, and this. And I mean, that's a dime a fucking dozen, bro. There was no tomorrow. There was
my cousin was supposed to give me a ride and this, that. Yeah, that's why I didn't get the lottery ticket. Yeah, I got you.
It's more like what are the steps that you are going to take in order to improve from where you were yesterday? You know what I'm saying?
And can he take those steps?
Does he know what those steps are? I think with this coaching staff, they can tell him.
Yeah.
Like they worked with Tom Brady for a long fucking time. They it's who's better to learn from, really, besides Tom Brady himself?
This was his worst game ever.
Fact.
Hands down. Hands fucking down.
This was his worst game of his whole career.
And he put up
he's not entitled to have one. Look, you got Mac and Bosa rushing from opposite sides with a line that has done nothing with
I'm going to tell you this. I would like him to have his worst game the first game of the year, right?
Right.
So it's
the last game.
The best. I tell you what, if we look back at game one, we're gonna say that was the best thing that ever happened for him to have a shitty game, because he's gonna do everything to improve that shit. We hope. I've got to believe he's gonna come back and fucking learn from that shit and fucking prove that he is a 9-year veteran that's being paid a lot of fucking money, and you can count on me.
I hope he goes off this week.
I hope he stays consistent.
I hope he's league MVP. Seriously, like I think fans forget that
play calling.
I think fans forget that we all want the Raiders to fucking win, right? I want every player to go to the fucking Pro Bowl. But at the same time, you have to be honest and like say, yeah, that guy played like shit. He better play better.
So
and not give excuses. Right? And not give excuses.
Listen, look at this play calling we so chose to call, right? So we losing, Stu, right? We losing to the point where we got to go for it on 4th down. It's 4th and 8, right? We go for it, and we move from the 30 to like the. We went from like the 33. Yeah, we went from like the 33 to like the 20. You know what I mean? With a Hunter Renfrow slant across the middle, we get the first down, right? Boom. The very next fucking play. Was it
that triple reverse bullshit fucking terrible? Fuck, this isn't high school, man. That's a high school.
So quickly that shit took us out of field goal range.
That when I saw that was JV shit. It was.
What I seen,
that
Stu,
was bad.
I got to take off, fellas. But I'm just gonna say this real quick, bro. Stu, thank you for answering my questions, bro. But
absolutely.
Yeah, brother, I appreciate you. You know, Dirty, all you guys, man. You know, much love and shit. But no, but what I was gonna say was, it looked like to me, it looked like they came out and just kind of just phoned it in. Just want to see what was going to work.
Expected them to win because all the hype.
I wasn't expecting. I was glad I was there.
I think they were though, right? Like they expected they were just going to come out and win.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And I think what happened was, I think it was just like
a wake up call.
We lost. You know, it just we weren't ready for it. We thought it was going to be kind of a cakewalk. It wasn't. But yet at the same time, bro, with the 5 turnovers and all, well, whatever the fuck it ended up, bro. Like, if we can put it together, fuck.
No, we have a very good team.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
And this loss might have been the best thing that ever happened for this season.
Oh yeah.
To check the act a little bit and go.
A humbling.
There you go.
Oh yeah. There it is. That's what I was saying. It was like they were playing preseason. Yeah.
Bro, I told you.
Well, they did. Half those guys didn't play a game until that fucking game, man.
That's what I initially said. These motherfuckers had no idea what the fuck they was doing. They haven't played since January.
Practice,
and they played good.
Yes, but if you think like all the man, when we went against the Patriots in preseason and practice, and then we were roasting them, like, dude, that's practice, man. The game is
different,
completely fucking different, man. And like for that to be your first game on the road against a fucking
division
pretty good goddamn team, like. They're not just gonna fucking bend over and let you fucking roll over them, dude. Because
exactly.
It sounds perfect, right? That would have been the great story of the week. But football's the greatest fucking reality TV, right? Like you can't plan it, and when you think the shit's gonna work out your way, that's when you fucking get fucked.
Yeah.
Not to my knowledge, right away. Not to my knowledge.
All right, well, fellas, you guys have a good night, man. Dirty brother. Much love, man. See you guys soon, all right?
Yes, all right, blessings, man.
Yeah, man. I have to fucking get out here too. I have to wake up at fucking
I got 30 more minutes.
I got 30 more minutes. Hey, Gabe, man, love you, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. You guys stay up and you guys take care. Fucking, we're gonna win this. We're gonna win for sure this week, man.
Fuck Arizona.
Fuck Arizona. Yeah, for damn sure, man. We gonna win,
bitches.
Yeah. You know what, Stu, and you know, I know you saw that play because you were just talking about it, you know, and I said it, you know, I said it on, you know, to Dirty too. What made the coaching staff think that O-line was going to hold up enough to have all that magic going on in the backfield?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. I don't.
Throughout the whole game, like what said
that takes a lot of fucking time.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. That see, as soon as I think I know something, I see something like that, I'm going, the more I know, the less I fucking like the less I fucking know.
Because to my understanding, I thought that, you know, and I've heard it too, that like there's certain plays like in the beginning of the game that set up for another play.
Yes. Absolutely. You run a play and you see something and go, okay, that safety came down on that reverse, so we know he's not going to pick up the tight end or whatever the fuck it was. I'm just making it up, but
so I'm like, what? So my question is, and I wish I was a reporter. My question is, what prior to that gave you the green light to say, let's run this play?
I'd say this. What did you see on film to make you think that play would fucking work?
You couldn't see anything on film. It was week 1.
So I will say this. In week 1, what coaches do is they look at the offensive coordinator and whatever team he was a part of the year before, they go back to the last 6 games of the season before. So I would think, did a team run that play against those guys at some point and it worked? Or was there a corner? And it could be this.
Ain't nobody ran that play since Madden 97. Ain't nobody. A triple reverse when you're losing? This is not the Statue of Liberty play. It's
amazing. It's amazing to me when something's working and then all of a sudden they decide to go away from it. And it's like don't overthink this shit, man.
Yeah.
And they do.
And it happens a lot. Like they're, you know, we
way too much. What
happened in Seattle? You know what I'm saying? Like they abandoned the run game. They decided to pass the ball. It gets intercepted.
Try to be cute. Look at last year. And you talk about Gruden against the fucking Baltimore Ravens on 1st and goal. Give it to fucking Jacobs, right? No, we decided to fucking do a QB sneak, lose yards. And then we're backed up, and then our fucking offensive tackle decides to go fucking offsides, and all of a sudden now we have to throw the ball. It's like, why are you like just run it 3 times with Jacobs, and if we don't get it, kick a field goal and win the game. Instead, we get in 3rd and 10 and throw it with it, intercept the ball, and we have to fucking go in overtime. It's like, what the fuck, guys? Yeah, keep it simple. I don't get it, coach. Football is not a simple game. Well, at times it is simple, and coaches fuck it up. Coaches nowadays fuck it up because they want to get cute.
Hey, and that was a fuck up play right there.
When I saw that, I'm sitting here thinking like, what in the fuck, dude? That's some shit that a team does that can't compete with the guys across the ball. Meaning, like, we got to trick fuck these guys to get yards. That means our 11 guys because football comes down to one-on-one matchups. No matter 11 on 11, right? You're looking at it going, our one-on-one matchups, we can't compete with them, so we have to trick them. But if you look at it, the teams that generally win are the ones that just line up and just fucking outplay the guy across from them. They don't have to trick fuck anybody. They keep it very simple because they let their athletes make the plays. The plays don't make the athletes. It's the athletes that make the coach look fucking good.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But these coaches, they like these big playbooks and this terminology. So in the offseason, when they go and they're in front of these college coaches and high school coaches and all those, oh my God, they feed off that shit, man, because they're insecure all the fucking time, man.
The only time I want to see that play come out is if we're blowing a team out.
And maybe we've been running reverses or some shit. Or like that's a play that we fucking run. So we run the opposite. Like, okay, they know we're gonna run this because we ran it on them. So all of a sudden, if they see that fucking pitch to the receiver, that safety's gonna come down, the post is wide open. But just to like, if that were me on defense, I'd be like, I don't like if I see something I've never seen before, I'm not running up. I'm going back. Like, no, this ain't right. I'm gonna backpedal here. Or the DN's coming like, the fuck are you doing?
And like to what I was saying earlier, you know, like you said, like, you know, like you might do something early in the game to set up another play. There was nothing
that set that up.
There was no other plays before that had that type of motion to, know.
For me, our coach, like, again, my best defensive back coach was Chuck Pagano, who I love. And like, he goes, guys, if you see something that doesn't, like, you're going to get that, like, this doesn't look right, just get back. Like, generally, you're going to see that and go, you know what, I'm not going to fucking run up and jump on some shit because they've never done this before. I've never seen this motion, so I'm going to play it fucking safe. Any good player would.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not even we didn't even give the DBs a chance to fuck up because the DNs are coming down so fucking hard they don't even give a chance to throw or whatever the fuck they were doing. Who's coach?
I'm assuming he's talking about the Raiders coach.
I like him.
I'm fine with my coach, man.
Josh McDaniels, right? That's his name, isn't it?
I'm fine. I think he, first game jitters back as a head coach.
I like our staff. I like the head coach. I like our president. I like everything. We lost to a fucking good team, guys. We lost to a pretty good fucking team.
I don't think he sucks. I think, his first game, he just didn't come out and do everything that needed to be done to win the game in his first game. I think he'll get better at it. Now, the one thing that I don't like about this coaching staff is that they didn't do anything about this offensive line, and now they're skipping and scampering to bring offensive lineman players in that you could have brought in a while ago, man. When we were asking you to, we've been talked about bringing in a simile for at least Kelechi, KO. We've been asking y'all to bring in KO a while ago to see what he was all about. You know what I mean? As well as some of these other O-linemen you bring in. Now you want to bring them in? When you go into a game and, you know what I mean, your quarterback doesn't have any fucking time and he ends up throwing 3 interceptions. You know what I mean? Like, he ends up getting sacked 5 fucking times, 6 times, actually. They had 6 sacks.
I'm not giving them any excuse, but I'm just playing the scenario that maybe they thought that this line was actually going to hold up based on what they saw in practice, but this is a whole different game when it's live fire, and I think they realize that this line ain't going to hold up.
I will say this, and again, you hear me saying don't give players excuses or coaches excuses, but I'm going to give an excuse right now. Offensive linemen are like, that's probably the toughest. Like, it's hard to find them, especially like big fucking bookend tackles and shit, man. You can find corners and receivers and safeties, running backs all fucking day long. It's hard to find them big offensive linemen, not even a big offensive lineman, but an offensive lineman that can fucking do his shit. It's tough. It really is, man. It's hit or miss. It's not an easy position to scout. It's not an easy position for free agency, and it's not an easy position to draft. And again, I'm not giving a pass, but the offensive line, it's fucking hard, man. Like, if you can put your money in the offensive or defensive line, that's where you do it, man. Sometimes you got to go out and you got to buy the best player, a guy that's proven himself to be that fucking dude, and you got to go pay for him. If you want to do a budget offensive line, you get what you pay for.
Now, Stu, with that being said, do you think this is going to be something that's going to be like a year-round scouting situation? based on what we have right now? Do you think it's going to take, pretty much the whole year to be bringing people in and out like that?
I would rather us just take the guys that we have now and say, listen, guys, you're our guys. Okay? Like, we're confident that you guys can do the job. Do you guys need to improve? Absolutely, but we're behind you. If they come in and say, you know what, and you're and they're gonna work out guys every Tuesday behind the scenes, but if those guys know, like, I'm one play away from getting replaced, and they're thinking, it's just like having two quarterbacks. Like, fuck that. These are our guys. Like, hey, man, you're the 5 guys that we through the whole offseason and during preseason that we thought was going to give our best opportunity to win. We're behind you guys. We got you. Obviously, if you fuck up too much, you got to go. But
of course,
we believe in you guys. And if you give those guys that confidence and they know the coaches are behind them and the players are behind them, like, that goes a long way. But if you start to second guess yourself, I don't care how good you are, you're going to make mistakes, man. That's what we don't want. That's what we don't want.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be quick to jump on DC and whatnot. I just feel like I said, this whole team just wasn't ready. Starters didn't play in the preseason. You know what I mean? They looked like they showed rust. You know what I mean? They showed the rust that they were still. You know what I mean?
You know what the best way to realize you're not ready is?
Get your ass whooped on the first game.
Bingo.
Okay, I know.
Get your ass smacked and go, maybe I'm not that fucking good right now. Maybe I didn't fucking practice hard enough. Maybe I didn't watch enough film. Maybe I didn't scout the other team enough. Maybe I didn't know what their formations were. Shit. So you know what? Next week, I know what I'm going to do now. I know what I need to do because last week didn't work. So I need to pick this shit up. But that's a level of thought that comes from veterans that tell the guys, like, hey, last week we didn't work well enough. We didn't do what we needed to do in practice during the week, guys. In the game, that shit happens, but it was during our preparation. We didn't know what they were going to do. Defensively, yeah, did you guys not really fuck up, but you didn't make any plays to win the game.
Yeah.
You didn't jump any routes that fucking, could have fucking got the ball back in our offense's hand to fucking put some points on the board. So you need to work harder, guys. We didn't work hard enough. We didn't practice hard enough. We didn't study hard enough. We didn't watch enough film. So you need to fucking do more.
All this kind of tells me is that they had no faith in the offensive line throughout preseason, that they would even put their starters out there to risk injury. And that means you fucked up at the O-line.
And
you don't have a choice comes game one. You got to put your starters out there with this shit ass O-line that you have out there as well.
And when you know you don't have a back, like, these are our, like, besides these 5, like, it's, oof. And if you're worried about a guy getting hurt, that worries me. That does. That I can't play this guy because if he gets hurt, the guy behind him ain't gonna do it. And it's going, that's not a good position as a fucking coach. If that makes any sense, right? Like,
yeah,
I can't play this safety because if he gets hurt, we're fucked. Then you're going, man, that's you are putting a lot on one fucking dude, and injuries in football happen every practice. Someone gets fucked up and hurt. So if you're expecting this guy not to fucking, like, praying that, hey, listen, this is our guy, and if he gets hurt, our season's done. Whew. I wouldn't want to be that team, and I wouldn't want to be that guy.
I think that's where we are, Stu, to be honest with you, at the quarterback position. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I would say we absolutely are.
Because I feel like, Stidham is our backup quarterback, and who wants to see Stidham come in?
I mean, you look at it and go, who thought of, you know what, if Bledsoe gets hurt, man, we're fucked. We are
We
fucked.
need Steaming Willie Beeman to be our third string quarterback.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, are the percentages against us if Carr gets hurt? Yes. But there is that chance that he may come in and win 12 games and take us to the playoffs. I mean, you never know until that happens, right?
Yeah. No, there's always that possibility and that chance. But
do I want to see it?
No.
Probably not.
Stidham looks like Matt McGloin to me.
I actually like the other kid better. Who was the other guy?
Herbert?
Yeah, I think Stidham is that he thinks he's a lot better than what he is, to be honest with you. But shit, do I want to see him do well? Absolutely. He plays for my fucking team. Yeah, I want all our guys to do well. Fuck. Like I said, I want Carr to be the MVP of the fucking National Football League, because if he's the MVP of the league, that means the team probably finished pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
You know? Like, shit. But are we going to be critical of him? Yeah. Again, nothing personal, but, you know, fuck. And again, like fucking Dirty said, if you do have criticism, have some facts to back it up of why you think that. Well, this is why. And then, shit, that's warranted, right? Or he's the best player we have. Well, if he is, show me why he's the best player then. Or the best player in the league. Like, I need to see some fucking facts behind it. Don't just come out with this bullshit like, oh, he's the best or he's trash. Like, why are you saying that?
Yeah.
Otherwise, don't say it. Or, you know what? I don't know enough about the guy. I haven't seen him play enough. It's okay to say you don't know, right, Dirty? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't watched the kid enough. But to go off of someone else's opinion, don't do that.
I got a golf buddy that does that, bro. He texts.
Tell me that doesn't annoy the fuck out of you.
Bro, he texts us in a group, and he acts like none of us watch ESPN. And I'll be like, bro, literally, like, bro, that is literally what they just said 30 minutes ago on my screen, bro.
I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't want to hear that shit.
That's why I don't want.
You're not even a fan of the Raiders, bro. You're a fucking Pittsburgh fan, bro. I don't want to. I'm not having a conversation with you.
Turn on ESPN for 25 minutes, and that 25 minutes just loops. Like, if I wanted those opinions, I'd sit and watch this bullshit. I want to know what you think.
What do you think? What are you thinking? But what did you see?
Because I guarantee you, when I come on here, you guys say some shit that I'm going, shit, you know what? I didn't think about that. That's a point I never thought of. Because, one, maybe that guy's not a player I really even know who they are. Or there's a play that I'd missed or whatever. And you guys, I go, oh shit, okay, well that changes my opinion. Mm-hmm. But if you just keep regurgitating what everybody else fucking says, it's like, what are we doing here, guys? The fuck is this?
Yeah.
How's your health?
It's good. It's good. It's going along. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, situation is the same, but it's going along, man. I'm actually in 2 weeks, I'll be headed out to Virginia to a transplant center to hopefully, fingers crossed and prayers, hopefully get on their transplant list. So
when you get on the list, what does that mean? Is there a
So what it is I actually have to go out there. I'm going to meet with their doctors, their social worker, pretty much their surgeons and all of that.
Wait, hold on. So do they evaluate you and go, does this guy deserve a transplant type of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're evaluating my physical situation. They're evaluating the care. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I have a support system behind me? Because
and obviously, I assume alcohol, drugs are not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So they're testing all of that. And I shouldn't have a problem in that area. And then, of course they want to see what's going to happen. So if they give me this transplant, am I going to have the family members or somebody to help me?
You know what I'm thinking right now, Dirty? Think about this. Think about if someone asked you to prove to them why you should be alive. It's pretty much what they're doing, right? Like, why should your life continue if we give you this transplant? Like going, well, fuck, I guess that'd be a tough question to answer, wouldn't it? Why do you deserve to live on? I mean, that's what the evaluation is. I mean, not to be blatant about it, but I mean,
it is kind of fucked up.
I'm trying to think of what I would say. Like, well, I think I'm a good person, and like,
I don't think I'm a good person. I got kids.
Yeah,
I'm not done spreading love and peace and cheer.
But you can't measure that shit. Like, you need to give them facts of like that they can fucking document and show against why you deserve it above this motherfucker over here.
I got 1,400 followers on YouTube.
My opinion matters. My opinion matters.
I run a wonderful show that is growing.
if I get taken out,
like me.
People like me. Even though it's a serious thing and it's funny to laugh about it, man. They really, they do
you
ask that
have
stuff.
to laugh though. I mean,
they ask you, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I have to be serious about it because
do you have someone that has maybe been through it that can kind of coach you through like how to answer some of these fucking questions that help your favor at least? You know
what, I don't, but I do have a social worker that I talk to that's at my dialysis center about that process, and she's coaching me a little bit on the professional.
I know when I was going through my disability, there's certain questions that like have more emphasis on whether or not and you need to make sure not that you're lying, but you need to make sure that you tell them what they need to hear. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't know like what's important and what carries weight with some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and like I said, they're taking it very seriously, and they should. I'm not mad at that.
Well, it's a very serious, I mean, it's life and death. I mean, that's as serious as you can get.
Somebody somewhere down the line has made a sacrifice in order for me to even get it. You know what I'm saying? So they want to look at all of that stuff. Of course, make sure the blood matches and all of that stuff, the testing, medical stuff, but there's other stuff outside of that, like, my experiences and stuff like that. They want to know about those things.
It has to, does it have to be male? I never thought about that. Or could it be from a woman?
It can be from a woman. In my situation, and this is the great thing of medicine now. At first it was like, if Dirty wanted to, donate his kidney to me and his blood type had to match for sure.
Okay.
Now they have a system to where if Dirty wanted to donate his kidney he could donate the kidney, and then it goes into a national database, and then they'll get a kidney that actually matches mine because there's somebody across.
Oh, no shit! So you can trade?
Yeah. So Dirty can donate his kidney because there's somebody in another state
donating their kidney that matches you, and then his matches somebody else.
Yeah. So
here's the deal. Dirty, why are you not donating your kidney, motherfucker? What the fuck?
My kidneys don't go to nobody. They stay with me.
You only need one.
I don't even have I need them both.
I don't even have kidneys. I'm not from this planet. I don't have a kidney or a gallbladder.
I need them both.
Yeah, but that's to be honest, like that's kind of like the misconception that people don't know.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
we need to highlight that. I never thought about that.
Yeah, somebody could be like, "Hey, I want to donate to you," You know what I'm saying? And they can, and it may not necessarily be their kidney, but I still will get one because of their donation. So yeah, and I think that's great because again, there's a lot of people that that have that situation. And
have you ever been a pro? You probably can't say this on live TV, but like from the black market.
You know what? It's funny because a lot of people ask me that. They're like, "Hey, how much is a kidney?" Like, what I'm saying? And I was like, "Look, I ain't even, I don't know all that, so I can't really speak on that."
I got you.
At this point, yeah.
Well, because I know motherfuckers wake up and they're like, "Why do I have stitches in my fucking back?" You know what I'm saying? Like their fucking shit is gone. Like, oops.
Yeah.
That's why you don't mess around with hookers, man, because they can set you up every fucking time, dude.
Yeah, them lot lizards, man.
I gotta piss. You fuckers are crazy, man.
But yeah, thanks again to and I'll say this since we're in that section of this live. Again, thanks to Dirty, and everybody else that has contributed and helped out to get me to where I need to be. So thanks, love to everybody.
Nah, Circus, you all good.
I will say this, man. It's kind of a change of subject, but all these rappers getting shot and murdered, man. What the fuck? Stupid.
So I'll say this. Rest in peace to the man. I hope some peace comes to his family. But he fucked up.
He did.
He fucked up, Stu.
With the video he put on?
Not only that, motherfuckers just approached you 10 minutes ago.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
That was your warning to get the fuck up out the hood.
Yeah.
Why are you on Manchester and San Pedro at that Roscoe's? Nigga, go to Long Beach. Go to Hollywood. Go to LAX.
Maybe to prove that he's hard, right? Isn't that what it is? To prove that I don't give a fuck. I can go wherever the fuck I want to go.
Not when you ain't from here and you don't check in.
That's what I would think. I mean,
you know what? And this is how I used to, and this kind of goes with the scenario. I heard that he had, a whole bunch of, things hanging out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of chains and stuff like that.
No, a ton.
And even me, man, I'm on the east side of San Jose, and I used to have 212s in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I used to do religiously is I used to turn my stuff down. Turn my stuff down when I was in my hood. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be, making noise on the block. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you drawing? Why you drawing attention to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it ain't even your block. That's the other thing about it, man. How the fuck did you end up in Roscoe's in fucking South Central, bro? How did you end up in Roscoe's in South Central, bro?
Here's what I would think though. Like, I would expect, like, if I were to come home, people know when I come home, right? Like, because I know people and whatever. If I were to be go to a place where I've never been, no one would know me unless I made them aware of who I am in that area.
Yeah.
So apparently he must have fucking said the wrong shit. I mean, I know he showed the video, but he must have been fucking around where he shouldn't have been.
Well,
he was in the wrong fucking neighborhood.
And probably talking loud.
Nobody goes to that neighborhood, Stu. No star goes to that neighborhood unless they're filming.
I did hear the girl set the location though, right?
But I don't even think that matters, Stu, because like, to be honest with you, like what you said, like drawing attention to your, you're drawing attention to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're like the way we're dressed, is somebody really going to recognize me? Maybe not if I was famous, right? But if I'm coming in with hella chains,
what was he driving? What was that car he was in?
some kind of high end car.
High end, yeah.
So you're doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? All someone has to do if they don't know you is to snap a picture of you, look on Google. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's so and so. Oh, that means he got money.
I gotta believe this too.
That chain is real.
I gotta believe this, that the guy came in and said, "Give me that," and he must have tried to like not give it up, right? Because if you want to kill a person, you're not gonna you're just gonna kill him and then take his shit. This was a
right here, Stu. Graham Cam right here said he had no business in that area. I stay 5 minutes from there, and I don't even go over there.
But don't you think if he would have just been like, take like, here you go.
First off, he's not from LA. He's from Philly. He's from Philadelphia.
But that's why you buy insurance on shit, though. It's just, hey, here's my wallet. Here,
These kids don't understand. They don't understand. They don't think like that, Stu.
Ignorance, man.
Stu, they already had let him go on a pass when they approached him earlier. 10 minutes prior to them killing him.
He was flagrant.
So he was foul. He was flagrant. They already let you walk.
So he pretty much said, "I don't give a fuck.
He went to the liquor store, and they let him walk from the liquor store. He should have walked to Roscoe's, got the fuck in the car, and drove the fuck away.
I hate the victim blame, but like you got to help yourself out, man.
Yeah.
And he didn't check in. See, nobody knew he was here.
Shouldn't he know this shit though?
Everybody want a point to prove, bro.
You know what I mean? Shouldn't he know the rules?
Sad. It's sad. These motherfuckers need to die to make their album sales.
But I would think he should know if you're going into an area, you know what the rules are in that area.
Yeah. I mean, and like this is a young guy, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, but you know, I'm a part of that young classification. And some of us, man, we be acting like we above the law, like, or you know, some rules or guidelines. Like, man, like you come on.
I'm gonna tell you why. Your brain's not developed yet. And like with my concussions, the prefrontal cortex is damaged. So I think like a 17-year-old kid, and it took me 5 years to change the way I thought because I never thought nothing bad would happen to me. I never thought of consequences. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do, and that's how kids think. That's why kids are reckless and they do stupid shit. You know, like they don't think about, well, if I do this, I might have to fucking be in jail for the next 25 fucking years, or I might, if I'm in this situation, I might die. You never think about death when you're fucking under 25.
Hey, Juan Cortez, I'm with you, bro. I never heard of him until he got killed either.
I thought the same thing. I didn't know either.
I never heard, and I don't even remember hearing this song.
He's more of an R&B type of dude.
Yeah.
Even more reason for you to not to be acting hood.
But
you know how it is, though. Nigga, man, come on, man.
But they have to have that representation of I am that dude that's hard and I am that dude that's from the streets, right? I mean, don't they or don't? I mean,
no, I agree with you, but I'm just saying that's not that's not a good way of going about business, man. Because again,
because you're gonna have a hood motherfucker who does run that lifestyle.
The business, man.
Because again, you're gonna have that dude who does live that lifestyle go, oh, here's a motherfucker challenging my shit.
Yeah, and like we've been saying, you giving an open invitation. You know what I'm saying? Showing your money. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't know where that girl is from. Apparently, right? He might have just met her that fucking weekend or whatever the fuck, and she's like, I got one. We're heading over to whatever. And he's in there rapping and fucking driving his fucking, $190,000, whatever the fuck he was in. And man, it's so worthless. It's
I'm not coming to the hood when I got money like that, bro. And I'm noticeable, and you know who I am. And no, bro, I'm not coming down there unless I'm there for a photo shoot or I know somebody in the neighborhood that I can have in my car, and you put me off limits, or I check in with the hood. Hey, look, I'm coming through, man. I'll lace the hood with 10 G's. I just need to slide through.
I'm telling you this, I'm having private security. If I'm that dude that is really a boss and I have that type of money, I'm having fucking private security everywhere the fuck I go.
He says it was his kid's mother
that was with him?
I guess.
I heard she sent his location, though, is what I don't know if it's true or not.
10 minutes before, yeah. She took a picture of the food.
That could just happen nonchalantly, right? You post, "Hey, I'm with my baby daddy" or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know, on Instagram, and you might have the location already on your post.
Well, hey, we balling the fuck out. We doing our shit. Yeah.
You know, but that it happens. But you know, I still feel like, you know, don't go into a place like that and draw attention to yourself. You know.
Especially if you're from Philadelphia. I mean,
yeah, you're way on the other side. You ain't even close to
Raider Nation. Jason, I was thinking of Pop Smoke the whole time I'm talking about this shit too. He pulled some dumb shit out there, getting that Airbnb, and they ran up on his ass when he was in the shower. Like, how the fuck they get in his house? Like, you don't have people, like, you don't have boys fucking around you that can fucking stop motherfuckers from coming in your house while you're in the shower and shooting you? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What was he thinking? Hood Rules 101.
Yeah.
It's just too bad because it's
sad that somebody lost their life, man.
For no reason. For no reason.
For no reason at all, man. You were out of bounds. Why would you be out of bounds like that? You don't know nobody over there. And if that's your baby mama and she from that hood, whoever was fucking her before you, that nigga is mad.
Facts.
And most of the time it is over a woman. Most of the time. Comes down to a girl.
Hey, he must not listen to him.
But at the same time, he should have never been over there, man. You got that type of money, man. You go, bro, you can go to Long Beach Roscoe's. You can go to LAX Roscoe's. You can go Pasadena's Roscoe's. You can go Hollywood's Roscoe's, bro. You can go to any one of them Roscoe's. It would have been a 20-minute drive either direction you went. You know what I mean? And you'd still be alive. Why are you eating it? That Roscoe's in the hood is for the hood. They have that Roscoe's in the hood for the hood, so they don't come to these other fucking restaurants.
So I just typed in 2022, 16 rappers have been killed.
A lot of them, what they say in the song.
16 motherfuckers have been killed, and I'm assuming for no other reason than them just someone trying to make a name for themselves, right? Jesus, DJ K Slay died? Oh, he died from COVID though. So okay. T. Woo. I never heard of a lot of these guys. Wavy Nay Poo, Gunu, Archie Eversaw. I mean, you'll never know if these guys could have been a superstar. Man, that's just it's just, to me, it's just like there's so many shithead motherfuckers that are alive that should be fucking killed, you know? And then you actually have some kids who are talented that can be a positive influence on other people. Like, hey, this is how I made it out. And then they just can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
The main ones know, like, yo, I might have been there before, but I'm trying to get out of that motherfucker. I'm not trying to still live in the fucking ghetto or hood or whatever. Like, I want to live where it's safe, and like I might rap about that shit, but dude, I'm a performer. I don't live that shit. But these young kids believe it. Or maybe they did live it and now they don't. But these young kids think everything these guys say is truth and they try to copy them.
Bro, I haven't eaten at that Roscoe's in over 12 years, man.
Well, I wouldn't go there.
Last time I was in there, I was like, man, fuck this, bro.
And I think that's the one that always be like when stuff be popping off at Roscoe's, it'd be that one.
So you know what? I guarantee you he picked that one out for a reason. To be like, yo, I'm heading to
the toughest Roscoe's in the, you know.
Because I'm that dude.
Bro, last time we was there, and then we had to eat with guns on the table.
Jesus Christ. Alfredo Roscoe's? What's Alfredo?
I don't know. But I just I after that I was like, bro, I can't never come back here, bro.
Yeah.
Wild Wild West said Roscoe's don't even taste that good. I would say this: nothing in the world tastes good enough to be fucking killed over it. Maybe pussy, maybe someone pussy, but other than that.
Oh yeah, hey Joseph, I'll eat in the Anaheim location too, even though it's Long Beach, Anaheim. It's Long Beach, Anaheim, but yeah. Nah, I mean, if I'm going, it's LAX, Pasadena, or Hollywood. Those are the only three I eat at.
But I gotta assume, Dirty, if you were to travel to another state or another area, wouldn't you at least get in contact with someone who knows where to go and where not to go?
If I'm going to that state, I'm going to visit somebody from there anyway.
That you know. Okay, yes.
I'm not just going to go. Fuck no.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck hell no. I'm only coming to a state because I know somebody there. I'm staying at their house.
Who knows what the fucking rules are?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang out with a motherfucker who knows some shit because I'm going to be entertained. I'm never going to visit a boring motherfucker. Fuck no.
So I'm thinking this, like, if I were to see a motherfucker that came in and didn't go through the proper avenues of getting the pass to be able to come kick it or join or whatever, you'd be upset, wouldn't you? I would be. I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna come in my shit and act like he runs some shit.
Bro, off top.
And then
Pasadena's and Roscoe's is good. It's probably the second best one on the list, truthfully.
And then you got a little young shooter that's probably 17 that even if he catches a case, he's out by 25. He don't give a fuck. Mm. And then he comes out with street cred.
Yep.
So, little known fact: Hollywood, Pasadena, and LAX are the only three Roscoe's that still run the original recipes for everything on the menu.
Do they actually put a chicken on the waffles? How do you get through the bone of the chicken?
Who said they put a chicken on a waffle?
It's chicken and waffle, right?
Yeah, you have chicken breast, chicken wings.
I always thought that. I'm like, how do you eat the fucking chicken in between when it has a bone in it?
It's different. You eat the chicken like chicken, waffle like a waffle, fork and knife, butter.
So it's not like a sandwich.
It's not a sandwich.
No. Oh, that's what I thought it was.
No,
now they do have. There's a place in Vegas. There's a place in Vegas. I forgot what the name is. But
boneless? Is it boneless chicken in the middle of it?
Yeah, it's like a boneless. It's like a boneless chicken, and they have a waffle, and they call it chicken and waffle. Yeah.
That would be Hash House A Go-Go.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm like, how do you eat the fucking chicken with the waffle? Or do you it's just a side dish, like waffles and bacon or some shit?
Yeah. So at Roscoe's, it's literally chicken and waffle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you get whatever piece.
So you might get a bite of chicken and then take a bite of the waffle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They also have mac and cheese. They got grits,
Collard greens, I'm assuming, probably fried shrimp.
It's a soul food restaurant, but it's called Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. You know what I mean? So I don't like fat burgers. I don't like fat burgers anymore. It's not what it used to be a long time ago. It's just not the same. I'm good on fat burgers. I don't like Johnny Rockets.
And when fat burgers is with a P, it's not FAT, is it? Or is it?
No, it was FAT. It's always been FAT. Best burgers when I was growing up was like Quick and Split.
Fat burgers with an F?
Yeah. If you're from LA, you know what Quick and Split
Who the fuck would go to that Fat Burgers?
Because it was Fat Burgers. The original Fat Burgers was across the street from USC.
That's going to hurt your heart, though.
The original Fat Burgers was a tiny, small-ass little stand across the street from USC.
That ain't healthy, man. I can't believe he's still alive nowadays. There's a Fat Burger still alive.
Yeah, I think it's in Vegas.
Oh, so it's commercialized now.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, who in the fuck is gonna go to Fat Burgers with an F? That means that you're gonna get fat and die. Really,
I think they had a few of them in Frisco too.
Tommy's used to be fire. Tommy's used to be fire. Tam's was the shit.
What's Tommy's?
Tam's was the shit, bro. Tam's used to have the best chili cheese fries in all of LA. You know what I mean? And then if you went,
I heard they were going to move a Randy's Donuts to Vegas.
Huh?
I heard they were going to move a Randy's Donut to Vegas.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Well, not move one, but they were going to take one over, have another one over there.
Hey, so Dirty, I'm gonna bounce up. I want to play some music, and I want to fuck your stream up. So.
Oh yeah, you all good. I'm actually on my way out, man.
I'm gonna go live. If anyone wants to pull up, but I don't want to fuck your shit up. But thank you so much.
I'm getting ready to leave. Stu's getting ready to go on live, man. If y'all want to go over there and listen to music with my boy Stu, y'all know where to find him. Twan, before you go, let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, Twan.
You can find me on IG and Twitter at Twan TWUAN. And then again, Yes Sir Outdoors is on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Yes Sir Outdoors.
Stu, let them know your channel just in case they don't know.
STUARTSCHWEIGERT, Stuart Schwager, I think 9, I think is what it is. So, and I don't give a fuck about being canceled. I'm going to play my shit and have a good fucking time. But hey, Twan, love you, man. Dirty, love you. You guys are always welcome. If you're not ready to go to sleep yet, come over. But thanks for letting me pull up and fucking go Raiders.
All right, man. Hey, I'll come by, man, for sure.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all, man. As always. 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated. Over 70 in the chat still, man. 3 hours strong. We've been all the way up to the 90-something mark, man. I greatly appreciate y'all more than I can verbally express to y'all. Before we roll out, I'm gonna show my gratefulness one more time. You know what I mean, with my short film. And then after that, the intro will roll. So as I always tell y'all, Raider Nation, no matter how much it rains, you can never stop the sun from shining. Raider Nation, YouTube, go get your motherfucking sunshine, man. We out. Peace.